The thaw here in Calgary has stopped for at least a day. We're below freezing, but oh, by the weekend, double digits again. Last year, a slow start didn't help Brad Jacobs at the Kingston Brier. Here in the bubble, more of the same. Northern Ontario keep themselves very much alive, but back-to-back wins has vaulted Northern Ontario up the standings this afternoon. They'll have their work cut out for them, however. 5 games, 5 wins. There's no sophomore jinx for Jason Gunnlaugson. Manitoba sits top of Pool A, and they look to keep the record perfect. The Buffalo battles the Moose. Draw 14, Tim Hortons Brier continues. The round-robin portion pool play has really gone quickly. I mean, it started last Friday. We only have today, tomorrow to decide things here at Winsport. Let's get you caught up in what happened this morning. All the games from Pool B. Team Canada got a couple of deuces in their win. Cooey, wildcard 2, a winner over Saskatchewan. They got 3 in the third. Cooey, 97%. Dunstone, 66. Quebec stole 3-7. That was the difference against Ontario. Newfoundland and Labrador, 9-2, a couple of trays the difference. So here are the standings, and there he is, 4-time champion Cooey. 6 straight wins, 2 games clear of Epping, Dunstone, and Gushue. If it ended right now, those 4 teams would advance, taking their records with them. Now we'll turn our attention to Pool A. And here we are again. Hello, Canada. Welcome back to Calgary. The Tim Hortons Brier, Cheryl Russ alongside. So our feature is Northern Ontario against Manitoba. Manitoba team that comes in with 5 straight wins. Are you surprised?
Yeah, I really am.
Okay.
I am. But when you really think about it, nobody had any confidence walking into this thing. That was the question mark. Knock off Alberta 5-4 in the opening game. Confidence, just like that. And you saw it last night, up 5-1 through 2 center guards. If you're going to be that confident, you can play aggressive, and that's the only way to beat Northern Ontario.
I like that, even the question mark down at the bottom. So now you've got Northern Ontario. They hiccuped the first couple of days.
Well, they did. They couldn't win 2 in a row until yesterday, and I think they've just accepted it's going to be a grind out there. 10 ends. They're going to all come down to last rock. I do think the advantage today is going to be lead Ryan Harnden and his ability to make that tick shot. Manitoba is super aggressive. That will get them the opportunity for Northern Ontario to open it up and go when they're ready.
So that is our featured game. We're looking forward to it. It is Manitoba, Northern Ontario with an exclamation point.
We're all very excited to be here. It's something that we feel very grateful for. It's going to be tough. There's no really room for error, and we feel very fortunate and blessed to be able to put on the Northern Ontario colors and compete for a national championship.
They make less mistakes, they make more shots, they're not beating themselves a lot. Really, that's what it comes down to. So it's kind of, limiting your errors and then getting a few timely shots is a huge part of it.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you in part by OK Tire and BKT Tires, by Home Hardware, Here's How, by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, and by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
As we come inside Winsport Arena here at Canada Olympic Park. And there's our featured game on Sheet B. Let's meet the teams now, brought to you by Home Hardware, Here's How. Manitoba champions from the Morris Manitoba Curling Club, Jason Gunnlaugson, and backed up by Connor Negovan, Matt Wozniak, and Adam Casey. That's the switch in that team, and we'll tell you about that. The Northern Ontario champions from the Community First Curling Center in Sault Ste. Marie, Brad Jacobs and the familiar Brush brothers, Ryan and EJ, and then Mark Kennedy at third. Both draws to the button were as close as they can be, but just grabbing the button with their last was Northern Ontario, and that earns them the last rock. They'll have it, playing the Yellowstones. Manitoba playing the red, and to get us underway on this Wednesday afternoon, unbeaten Manitoba against a surging Northern Ontario, now 4-2. This is Connor Negovan.
Well, you need to be surging if you're Northern Ontario. It sounds funny, but with 2 losses, you really can't afford anymore. And it's not because you won't get into the championship pool. It's because you want to limit the amount of losses you carry in the tough games on the other side.
Well, yeah, and the tough here in their last Northern Ontario last game is against Wayne Madaw, who's on fire. They've only lost 1 game. So even if you get through both those, you're going to have 4 really tough ones on the other side.
So Kevin Cooey in the other pool, he is through with his 6. He's through to the championship pool. Anybody at 5 losses and more have been eliminated.
This is what I talked about Ryan Harnden in the opening. You're going to see him tight guard. They're going to try and tick it into the rings, and then they can hit it. Straight spot, though, here.
Really got to go. Okay. That went back till...
Yeah. Saying it tracked back. We haven't heard that yet, that anything's fallen on that spot, just straight.
Let's take a look at the keys to the game, and we will start with Manitoba.
Well, lead by example. Connor's #1 at the lead position. And that's the only way this team performs well, in my opinion. Get the rocks in the right spot. Gunner can run them in. Casey can run them in. It's all about rock positioning early. The lead's been able to do that, Connor. Stop the draw. Believe it or not, Brad Jacobs is, I think, one of the best hitters out there. It's all about his draw weight this week. 85% success rate. You have to make him hit.
Hey, Matt, be near it.
No, we're all there. It's sliding good.
Okay, Matt, you gotta
We're
go.
almost like, whoa, no.
Matt,
Really,
go, please. Matt,
Hard, Matt.
I don't mind if they're close together.
Get it over there,
I don't want them overlapped.
You're good. Sweeping it in the house.
Just unhook them. Perfect.
All right, the keys now for Northern Ontario.
Well, we just saw they're going to rely a lot on Ryan Harnden's ability to tick and open that front up and let Northern Ontario go when they're really comfortable. You don't want to get forced to singles when you've got the hammer. And then on the mark. Mark had a 93% game last night against Alberta. The rust is gone, and he's looking very comfortable. But he's going to need that today with a very solid Adam Casey on the other side.
Keys to the game are brought to you by Sponge Towels. Nothing absorbs like it.
Behind T.
That's been the story, hasn't it? Connor's certainly having his best effort ever. Matt's had an unbelievable start to the week, and Adam Casey's right there with the top thirds.
Yeah, they're very evenly matched up in numbers. 86% for Manitoba as a team and 85% for Northern Ont.
Here we are right to rock positioning, talking about Connor as one of the keys. He didn't get the red one where he wanted, but they're both raisable.
So we talked about the difference in this team. Matt Wozniak joins Gunnlaugson after a couple of years away from the team game. Adam Casey moves up to 3rd to take over for Malik Forrest, who decided to step away. And as we say good afternoon, Kathy, for Wozniak, the difference between Mike McEwen, who he used to play for, and now Gunnlaugson, well, it's enormous.
Well, it is ginormous, and Matt said that he has nothing bad to say about those years with Mike. They had their specific roles, they worked on their job and their position, but what lured him back was a more lighthearted, unorthodox, he called it, approach to the game that is with Jason. At 38 years old, he said that's what he needed. He's also finding himself retooling his delivery, something he never thought he would do, and between Jason's personality and retooling, he is invigorated again.
And he comes back. Remember, we talked with Jason. Jason said that he's a more complete player after spending the last 2 years playing primarily just mixed doubles with his fiancée, Marlena Albrecht. He was mostly a banger. The mixed doubles game, there's a lot of looping around the centers, get the soft game. And in that way, the second position has changed.
It has, absolutely. You see it, all the skips talk about the second position. They're chasing, they're playing those soft shots, they're playing the setup shots, the critical shots, and it's almost like the third position you use now to open it up, and things haven't worked out very well.
Roll that. Just inside the
but he did chuckle when he was talking with us. Did Matt Wozniak? He said, "Oh my gosh, how the game has changed when you play with Gunnlaugson and he's throwing up 2 center guards, and we're up by 4 or 5.
Ran okay.
The look on his face, he's like,
what are we doing?
What do we do here?
A lot of it's the rocks. You watched it in the Cooey game this morning. You know, they one shot and 6 of them disappear. So you can bail later if you've got some angles.
Weight's good.
Yep. Whoa.
Board.
Whoa. Clean.
Yep.
Whoa.
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 Yep.
Hard mark.
Hard.
Kennedy.
Hard mark.
Hard.
Well, they got that to roll behind if they want to, if they can. And now can they put it on this corner?
Good
No.
shot, Eej. Really good.
It'll stay in the open back of the button.
The idea there was get it grouped close to the red one. If Manitoba doesn't roll away, there should be a double.
Okay, skull control. Hey. It's like hit it half high with control.
That's the one thing I've seen with this Manitoba team so far is they put so much pressure on the other team's hammer. They you know, their force ability. And I think it's a couple ways, as Rock set up to start. The team in front's playing well, but then it's Jason himself who can make those run backs and take an end away.
Weight's good. Knows it.
Not going to get the roll to the left as we look at it, so they got to change the plan.
All right. Okay, good shot. Okay, Case. I like your intern. Who knows that? No? Half is good. Thicker side of half. Half a rock, Mark.
Thick half here. You have to make the error on the thick side.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
1, 2, and there they go. Yeah, so how key that roll was, right, with EJ.
Yes.
You know, to group it.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. EJ put it in a good spot. Casey couldn't respond, and then the double's made. Now you've got a chance to blank.
Now, by saying that, though, Russ, if they've got the last rock, if that shot by EJ would have stopped behind their own corner, would they have been happy with that?
That's right. That was plan B. Or maybe that might have even been plan A. Yes.
Easy. Hard. Real hard.
Yeah, and that's the funny part with these type of ends. Are you trying for the blank? You trying for two? They're kind of in that zone. They could do both.
Good
throw. Okay.
Nice, that boy.
Control.
Now, as mentioned, there is just one more, well, there are actually 4 draws left, but 1.5 days, as it were. Big games. Granton, 2 losses. Madaw, 1 loss. We're playing on sheet B. 2 teams that must win to stay alive. Remembering now 5 is out, so there you have BC Territories, and of course McEwen at 3 and Botcher at 2. And Kathy is watching all the others. Keep us updated.
We've watched Northern Ontario for a long time, and I think when they were at their very best, 13-14 area, they kept it a little simpler.
I thought I was even a little.
That's what they're doing so far.
Yeah, that they're not. You would maybe think they're afraid to go, but they're not. They just want to be ready when they go.
All right, let's go right away. Here we go. Granton 2. Madaw, of course, throwing for Howard at 1 loss with last draw.
Madaw is shot on the button, but there are 2 other red stones right nearby. So trying to find a way to rub to get 2.
He has been fantastic so far and can't get there, and that one right on the pin. So they will have to settle for their single.
Yellow. Oh, stupid. Wash it the whole way down.
He's into it now, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Really didn't take Wayne Madaw long. I mean, when you think about the last time he was at the Brier was 13 and suffering that serious leg injury, and now back.
Talked to Glenn a couple weeks ago, and I said, geez, that's too bad. It doesn't look like he'll be able to play that much. He said, well, Wayner's ready to go. I said, really? You know, he hasn't played a competitive game in 5 years. He said, I asked him the same thing, and he turned to me and says, I'm not getting on the plane if I can't win. I don't think I can win. And that's just the way he's wired.
It's his DNA.
Doesn't mean he's going to win, but he's sure going to give it a college try.
Try and make an opportunity for a skip's deuce here.
Yeah, I bet they're going to guess you. You and I commented on in practice, they threw some rockets down the middle to keen this spot up. So I'm guessing he could be heavy, if anything.
Room.
Still room.
Trying to work it behind their corner that's been there forever.
Ryan, go ahead. Yep.
Go ahead, Ryan. Go. It's moving. Go. Keep going. Keep going.
Good throw. You know, we've talked about Wayne's competitiveness. I may have told this story before, but it was after a Skins game, and the crew, many of us were flying through Toronto and grabbing our bags. And there's a game you play. You put $1 down, and first bag off wins the pot. And the carousel starts to roll, and sure enough, so there's $22 in the pot, and the first bag is Wayne's. So he gets the 20. He's running around like he has won $1 million. He's the competitiveness in anything is.
For luggage.
We were in Japan and we had a day off, and we decided to play badminton. And for some reason, I was half decent at badminton, and Wayne hadn't played a lot of it. He ended up taking his shoes off because he didn't like that. He was slipping in his socks, took his socks off, and he ended up with the worst blisters. Trying to
play badminton.
Yeah, golf, same way.
I love it.
Jason Gunnlaugson, this is his last here. Going after shots, don't partially hidden.
All the way.
Yeah, they tucked it just at the end enough to make this tough.
Gotta go. Keep going.
Gonna get something. Oh yeah, very nice. There's Wozniak and the brush. And will it hang around and make Northern Ontario chase? Sure does.
Nice throw.
It's impossible for him to hook an outer. I knew I hadn't flashed, with the way I threw it, so I was like, smoothie sweep. But I was pretty heavy. Probably 6 feet.
I think your weight was perfect.
Yeah?
Like you hit it.
Yeah, wondering because it didn't move that much, but the draw, Jacob's draw didn't move till very, very late. They couldn't get it behind that guard.
I wonder if there's all those practice rocks. They threw rockets down the middle in Ontario.
Yeah, no pebble. Well, pebble, all the fresh pebbles gone.
Wouldn't be as sharp as you'd think.
Clean.
This is to what you were saying
Clean.
about the hit game for him,
Just
right?
clean.
Yeah, it's down. It's down a little bit, and you know he's really good. I think it's the shot's been too tough.
So he makes the hit there when needed to blank on this Wednesday afternoon. Connor Negevin throwing the lead stones for Manitoba as we welcome you back to Winsport Arena here at Canada Olympic Park in the bubble of this year's Season of Champions event number 2, the Tim Hortons Brier. So the blank in 1 means that Northern Ontario, Brad Jacobs, Sault Ste. Marie will once again have last rock as the hammer playing the Yellowstone. So here's your man. Going to play the tick here, is he?
He is, and made the first one.
Just a little more.
Whoa.
Clean. Little more.
Whoa. Mark.
Higher guard here. Higher guard.
Whoa, Mark. Mark. Whoa, Mark. TJ. Whoa, east.
Get this one open.
Hard, Mark.
Great shot.
Attaboy, Pete. Yes, Mark. Very nice. Same spot.
So good.
What's the height?
Halfway.
Northwest Territories, they open with a single with last rock. And wildcard Mike McEwen, in really a must-win for him, doesn't want to drop to 4. He picks up a single.
Same as me? Yep. Hi. I think we're pretty good. Line's good. Bit of room. Okay, half. Right. Don't want a hole here. Only Casey. Only Casey.
We're halfway.
Only Casey. Halfway. Casey now. We got to go. We're getting tight, Jay. Yeah, I got to go for line. Good. We're there. That's perfect. Real nice shot. Great shot. Great shot.
I love the tick shot, but the problem with the tick shot sometimes is you see where those ticks have gone, and now for Brad Jacobs, who has the hammer, you shut down where you can draw into that 4-foot for your last. They'll try to open it up a little bit here, so they've got something on either side.
To give the double a try, I think.
Looks like it, yeah. Red.
No. Yep. Attaboy.
Like
Great
that.
shot.
And he hits that so solid. You'd think it's staying in the rings, but with these rocks, this lively striking bands, the amount of power that EJ can throw down there, the way it goes.
That's the one thing Brad said coming in that they were really comfortable with was the 3 of them, Mark, doesn't live where they are, so he doesn't have the ability to practice with them all the time. But the three of them had their rotations dialed down to within a half a rotation.
Tighter.
So pretty confident in their technical.
Oh, wait. To my broom, Casey.
Pretty good. Keep going.
Keep going.
Don't want it too long. And it's not. Good
Great
spot.
job, buddy.
Great job, Matt.
Oh, boy, Matt.
And Matt Wozniak was saying they had really 2 good weeks of practice, the three of them without Casey because he was in Charlottetown. But they did full workouts. They didn't just throw stones. They played games. They were doing full brushing. They thought everything out and worked on their deliveries. And so when they came in and were able to beat Botcher right out of the gate, to Russell's point, they were immediately filled with some confidence.
It's interesting because BJ said the same thing, that they had 2 weeks of solid practice, but he said, it's the most businesslike practices I've ever been part of. He said it was no joking around. It was intense and a couple a day at times.
Half.
That's
More than you.
You don't have to do anything nuts.
Half. Line's
Tight
fine.
half.
Tight.
Very tight.
Okay, well then. Is there
Right
stopping? I want to
to
be
here,
able
though.
to
Make
roll
sure
in off
here.
it. Is there stopping?
Halfway. Weight's good.
Oh. Just perfect.
No higher than the broom. Like, get it at least to the broom.
It's perfect.
That's beautiful. Yeah, a bit.
Good
Fine,
job,
a bit,
boys.
A bit.
Don't give him that.
Yeah, he's going to have
Shipper.
it. But
Okay.
That's perfect.
great shot, Casey.
Thought they might make a move on this one, but that guard's so good, and it's Jason Gunnlaugson that's running it back.
Mark Kennedy.
Just clean. Good boy, Mark.
Just a little dust from E.J. Harnden.
Control.
Okay.
This is pretty good.
Okay.
Trying to take away this corner.
Little curl, you think?
And then the other corner guard that, if they chose to go around, is Manitoba's color.
Minimum?
I think
Yeah,
it's
I think
minimum.
so too.
I'll aim at the wide side of it. I think we're.
Weight's good.
Whoa!
Not heavy. Not heavy.
Girl!
I thought they might try to roll this on Russ, but just wanting to sit there.
Hard.
Oh!
Hard.
Shoot her all the way. All you got. All you got.
Right there's
Right
perfect.
And they get a little roll to
Great
that
job.
center line.
That's the ability to play the run back, isn't it? I'd be trying to roll that on all day to keep Jacobs busy, but they're not afraid if Northern Ontario goes around that, which they won't.
No, and now they've got a tough, for Jacobs, they've got a tough role to try to get behind that corner, and it's Manitoba
little
Stone they
more.
can run back.
Clean. Clean. Whoa. Clean.
Close.
Whoa. Each.
EJ. Hard, EJ.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Trying to help this over a little bit. And now set up the
Really good
roll.
sweep. Tried too hard, I think.
Sorry, guys.
Had to hang around there.
Yeah, just the middle, I think. And then try and make a roll. Sure. I think that's the call. I think we want to go like
you want to be top 4. So
we want to be like on the nail, basically.
Yeah. I get
Want
you.
to get this behind the key line.
Further to what you were saying earlier about Gunnlaugson and his aggressiveness, Matt Wozniak, we said he was a little
On
surprised
the nail behind the tee line.
at the calls yesterday, up by 4, and you're throwing center guards. He says, but you have to believe in the skipper. The skipper, because we all talk about plan. You go into every end with a plan, a game plan, always a plan. This is a skip that does every game have a plan. And Wozniak said biggest adjustment maybe for him is just following that plan, because it goes against some curling thought.
Yeah, it's a bit unorthodox, but he's got to believe, Jason Gunnlaugson, that if you don't go offensive without the hammer, that you're just effectively giving the opposition a deuce. So he feels those center guards at any point in the game are really the key to forcing.
Want it right on the tee line, right?
Limiting.
Back four. He doesn't have it, and then I will.
Yeah, that's great. That's perfect, right?
Great judge.
Dead perfect.
Like, I think if we're back button, he doesn't have it, and then I'll get a chance at it.
Yeah. I mean, if he makes it, like that's the best case to force is him rolling buried.
Yeah, and then, well, I guess, as long as it's behind the keel. Yeah.
I think that's the relationship right there that really helps this team. I think, you know, Jason said Adam and he see the game a lot the same way together. They don't get in, they don't see it differently too often. They get to the same place quickly.
And remember, too, in Adam's case, you've got somebody who's well-traveled, spent some time going to the Brad Gouju school after 3 years with him in Newfoundland, Labrador. He skipped PEI. He's from Charlottetown. He skipped them twice. Played in Saskatchewan. Now, you know, representing Manitoba. So he's a wanted man.
Right up! Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's a really good sweep. Really good sweep.
And right to the nose.
Sweet. Throw, Brad. Good job. Throwing normal.
Remember last year they were 5-2 in the pool, and they got to the other side and lost all 4 of them. It's a different looking team this year.
Is it ever?
Solid normal? Yeah, solid normal. I think we just want a little less ice is what I'm seeing there, but just a touch less.
Hey.
Yeah, might as well have a go at it.
Yeah, we're definitely trying to have
you got it.
I'm going to try and get the roll behind the corner and maybe get a force.
Low risk.
Whoa.
It's firm weight.
Close.
Wow.
Close.
Curl.
Close.
Curl.
Straight.
Curl.
Curl.
Curl. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it.
No, oh, nothing.
Sorry.
It's fine, Jake. Good.
Real close.
Yeah, good, Jake. Try.
All right, back we go after the team of Howard Madaw were forced to their single. Final stone for New Brunswick and James Granton.
Well, James was facing 3 on his first, tried to hit and roll underneath a corner. It got over to the corner, but not underneath, and Wayne Madaw able to remove it and lie 3. So that is what he is drawing against. Needs 8 foot.
I got 14-7. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Heavy clean, heavy clean. Attaboy.
To the top edge of the 4 for the single, and so they're tied at 1.
Throwing those pretty good. Where do I get my...
Yep.
Yep.
Should be able to hold it on this side.
Good throw, Brad.
And they do, and away it goes. Blank 1, blank 2. Let's go to 3. Welcome back, Manitoba, Northern Ontario. That's our featured game on this Wednesday afternoon from the Tim Hortons Brier in Calgary. Connor Negavan throwing the lead stones for Jason Gunnlaugson out of Morris, Manitoba. Blank 1, blank 2.
Fort.
So once again here in 3, it'll be Northern Ontario with the last rock.
So Ryan made the tick on his first and ticked Manitoba into the rings and rolled on himself. So then Manitoba hit to sit for the force.
All right, let's drop in on McEwen against Botcher. Again, big games for both teams. And final stone, Brendan Botcher.
Big weight on this, trying to come across to hit his yellow to poke the Manitoba stone out for 4.
And you're going to squeeze in there for a second.
He's 2 already.
And then...
Did he get third?
Oh, you never know. I don't think so.
He was trying to hit it just a little bit on the side. That would have pushed the red one out.
It's closer than you think. We can measure. Yeah.
How good
Okay, so there's that inner ring on
the weight he had to throw.
That's unbelievable.
It's close, hey, Cass?
It's very close.
My little eye says yellow.
Yeah, it's 3. 3.
Oh, your little eye is better than my little eye.
Not as good as Botcher's eye. Oh, what? Oh.
What a great shot.
That's
Talk
unbelievable.
about making 3 out of 2.
Great shot.
That's modern math.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I'm playing skip this end. I stole your rock.
About a third each.
Third, yeah. Same, man.
Want to make this one because with the one on the left-hand side so far over, Manitoba's just going to split the rings.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, Mark. Whoa, whoa.
Ryan, Ryan.
Hard, Ryan.
Just nice shot.
I've been counting Ryan's tick shots, but I should also be counting EJ's doubles.
Well curled game. I know that it's no points on the board, but
Holy moly.
Are we in or guard?
He said top 4. Okay.
Like top button, back button.
Matt Wozniak.
Minimum, yeah. I think I just lean this in.
Jacob's not taking any chances, which I really think's a successful way to do it. But the other way to look at it is they need this win bad, whereas Manitoba could afford to drop one and still be in pretty good shape.
Don't you think, we've talked about watching
Nice, Matt.
Jacobs and their team, but don't you think when they have a good front half, and they're, either up one without or tied with, kind of in control of the game, if they haven't given it away in the first half, that's when they seem to really come on the back half. And I think they know that.
Yeah, no, sometimes they'll cough up a couple of, give up a deuce, gamble the next end, give up a steal, and they just can't get back.
Lead. Good boy.
Good shot.
The slight advantage for Northern Ontario is they can do this for nine ends.
Yeah. Yeah, eventually, Russ, though, if you're Manitoba, you have to take a chance.
Yes.
What would that chance be?
They probably throw up 2 center guards, or they've been very defensive also.
Well, they've tried some centers, but then the tick gets made, and then they have to start all over again.
Yep.
It's an interesting matchup.
British Columbia, after a measure, ends up getting a couple against the Territories.
Clean.
Men's teams, fair to say, were a little late to the tick party.
Sorry, Connor.
They were.
Now we see, and really, Northern Ontario is the first men's team, in my mind, that plays it continually.
They do. They play it, from the very first end, and we saw that. We saw the exact same thing the last year at the Brier. They were playing it all the way through the game. It's just, I think it's how they control the front. It's how they feel comfortable.
Keep them down.
And it's not that they're a defensive team. It's just they can then decide when they want to go. It's not up to the opposition. And Ryan's just really, really good at it.
How was he ever? Mentioned earlier, talked to Brad in the summer. He was saying there Ryan's trying to throw a little more rotation on those to get that pop when it makes contact.
Second appearance for Jason Gunnlaugson. Went 5 and 6 in Kingston. Trying to win Manitoba's first Canadian Men's Curling Championship since Jeff Stoughton in 2011. Manitoba has won 27 times the Canadian Men's Curling Championship.
Jason said he felt a lot of pressure last year, first Brier for him. Different feeling coming in, and I think just the pure excitement of being able to play helps.
Easy. Little big.
Whoa. A little hard.
Go ahead, Matt. Should be fine, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Good, Jay.
Nice, Jay.
Good shot.
Right there, Mark.
The results haven't been the best for Manitoba when you look back the last 3 years, and then it's an interesting how it did go. The power of curling really has landed in the lap of Alberta the last 2 years, and before that, Manitoba, I think in the in the late 60s, 70s. Well, of course, our own pal Ray Turnbull, mid 60s. Then Do-Good through the early 70s, and Ontario had a good run there with yourself or Wernick. But the power of curling right now rests in Alberta.
I think it's once since 2000 or 99 maybe when Jeff won. And of course the other piece of power is in Newfoundland. Can't forget them.
Probably not. Okay, good throw, Brad.
No, true enough.
But that took forever too, didn't it? It was 40 years before Newfoundland won their second Brier. It's funny how it changes, though.
Kind of throw it in the muck over there or something.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
That's why it's so important to have a format like this, where a team, you know, like Quebec, we watched it in the Scotties, or even here, they're still playing well. Granton's having a good run. Some of the other provinces, you know, it gives them hope to get to the light at the end of the tunnel and have more depth in our country.
57?
Heavy, easy,
It's fine.
easy.
It's fine, Jay. It's not that bad.
It's very hard.
It's not that bad. Back 8.
Back 4. Okay, that's okay.
Back 8.
I think just by itself.
Yeah, he just got into it.
Good, Skipper.
That's good.
Good.
Good shot.
Real sneaky back there. Good end, guys. Really good.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
Like, it's fast today.
It's a little, yeah, I thought that was like, yeah, you're right. It's a 60 to the tee. Like, you're throwing.
Like, I
so that
whipped
was-
it. I'm
yeah.
not, I get, but like I mean.
So you threw a 60, you threw a 57 and a 60, and one of the 60 was the one that stopped on the pot, and the 57 was the one that was
Yeah.
third. So I think it was just difference in hands, but
Yeah.
I think you're trying to throw a 60.
Yeah. That's what.
I know it's a very subtle thing, but those split times, obviously, and I mean, they're talking tenths, if not even hundredths of seconds. Is it just the release that could affect it by that much, 56 compared to a 60?
Yeah, it is. A little add, even a little pull off, and that can be the difference. The brushers really have to watch and keep a visual on it.
Well, it's been easy so far.
Nice, Brad.
We'll go to 4, still looking for our first points on the board. 4 sheets in play on this Wednesday afternoon. We'll have another draw this evening, then 3 tomorrow. That will wrap up the group round robin play. This one remains, well, there is a score. It's 0-0. We used to have a producer who always said it's, when you say it's scoreless, no, there is a score. There's no score. It's just that nobody has put points on the board, and that's what's happened. We're here in the 4th in Northern Ontario. Once again with Last Rock playing the Yellowstones.
Oh, and Manitoba's trying to force. They're trying to get something going, but it's this tick shot that we keep seeing.
Hard mark.
Yep.
Might bend him in the rings.
Oh, would that ever be a shot, eh?
Oh.
Get that buried. Good spot, Ryan.
Shot, Pete.
Well, there's to the rotation you talked about, Russ. You just see it spinning, and it's spinning back towards the ring.
Yeah, that allows them to throw a little less weight. It allows them to hit the object rock thicker, and then they can roll out just about wherever they want. Tricky to do, though. That would take a few reps to.
Yeah, because you can easily, when you put rotation on, you can put it into a different path. You can set it out a little bit. A lot of practice.
A little surprised here, Russ. In as much as there are 2 red corners after the ticks, Manitoba could, I would think, maybe draw the play in to the rings, but they were electing to put up another guard here.
Yeah, you could. You could go to play to try to the force, but they want to get something down the middle to get a steal.
I kind of like peeling it thick with the end.
All right, back we go. 1-1 tie. Northern New Brunswick, rather, and Team Wildcard Howard Madon.
Well, James Final Stone is shot. He came around and no real way to tap it back. So Wayne trying to make the double across the top to bring 2 into play.
Hard, Dave. Hard, Dave. Really got to go. Close. Keep going. Keep going.
Just touched that second yellow back, so just 1.
Well, that was very un-EJ-like.
Right the button depth.
Now, here we go. More than once we've heard this week from talking to different players and their post-game comments. One mistake. That's all it takes. And you see another team jump on it. And the good ones will.
Stay close.
Yeah, we were seeing early some back-to-back, one mistake and then another one to follow, but I think that was just lack of reps. Now we're seeing teams jump all over it and make a good one after a miss.
14-3, it's not too bad.
We're too heavy.
Casey soon. Casey now. Casey and go. Just hammer, Casey.
Go.
Come on, Casey, go.
Good, Matt.
Real nice, Matt.
And to the tee line, behind the long card.
Something might happen here.
Well, they didn't care that it was even behind the tee line. They just didn't want to leave a piece so Brad could play like a board weight and hit and roll behind the corners.
So cleanup time for Northern Ontario and E.J. Harnden.
Running it onto his own yellow in the corner, something could happen. Like that.
Oh, come on now. Really?
Great shot, E. Sorry, Jay.
Just a great shot.
What a line call. Call, Brad.
And you maybe hear under their breath, somebody says, sorry, Jason. They said, wasn't quite expecting to do that.
That's so great, ain't it? You know, a lot like the game of golf. These guys get it.
Got a plan, guys.
Much as they wanted to get a good result on the corner, that was just sheer luck.
Good, Jay.
You don't really want to punch this game.
Half the yellow.
Do you?
Wait's good.
Close. Hard.
Let's grab the line. They got to go.
Wait's good.
Wozniak
Hard.
out of his hand, staying with it. Negavan keeping it clean up front. Half the yellow. Oh, and then he'll bounce it, push it back. Will it hang around? And it does. So Manitoba sitting the 2 without last rock.
What a call.
Unbelievable.
I mean, really no good place to roll and not leave a double. So by playing that tick,
Seen board, yeah.
could have been risky.
Yeah.
3-1. Alberta, Kathy leads team wild card. That's wild card number 1. Mike McEwen. I can't tell who shot rock.
It is yellow.
Okay.
That stone that you see that is biting the button just tapped around the guard and then tapped back by Brendan Botcher, trying to run his own long corner in.
No other way in.
No.
Again, how key the game is for McEwen. 4 losses, sure, may get you through, but you have to keep in mind the 4 teams that advance to the championship pool take your records with you. Now, what do you got? Have you got this? And look at this. Goodness.
So close. He got 1, but so close to 2.
Try, bud. Didn't miss it by much.
Just missed the line.
One it is.
A little more weight.
Yeah. Hair.
Easy.
Adam patient.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Hard.
Mentioned he's been in Charlottetown, of course, and the Atlantic, the Maritimes have been, their curling anyway, has been mostly open as they had their own Atlantic bubble, and so he practiced a lot.
And this has been his best Brier by far, in my opinion, and same with Granton. They had maybe a little advantage for once.
Mark's trying to make the hit and roll. They would have a little backing and a corner guard.
Yeah, they're forced here now.
More weight.
Might as well make it good. Force yourself to a couple.
Whoa. EJ.
Mark Kennedy.
Whoa. Right.
Close.
Gonna go over the top, and he will. All right, where do you go now if you're
heavier?
Manitoba? You just simply split, or do you go somewhere else?
Almost back where you were.
Okay.
I think just.
You ever go back 8 foot on that line?
No, I think we just replace Casey's.
Okay.
Yeah, back 8's giving him the double.
There
We
you
just
go.
replace Casey's.
Yeah.
A little bit more, just like 1 broom more.
Okay.
Reason for it is, you know, you're giving your opponent a hit and roll, which is a bit dangerous.
What depth do you want it?
But you've got a short run
depth?
back, which Jason
half
loves,
and
and you're
four,
going to be
right
behind the
before
tee
half.
line if the hit and roll's made, and you can also freeze.
Like literally as good as we can hope for.
Okay. Sounds good, Jay.
Half in the 4 is probably perfect.
Nice 60.
Okay, I like that.
This is really beneficial. You know, Jason was 8 feet heavy on his last draw, but it didn't hurt him. Now he gets another free one.
No.
Okay. Don't want to give him both. Whoa.
Pushing the button.
Okay, I think you're good. A little bit.
Just full forward here.
Great spot.
Okay, get Jake. Nice shot.
Perfect spot. Good shot, Jay.
That could pay dividends.
Yeah, and nice to to your point that you get that feel. You say you want a top 4, it goes to top 4. Brushers are comfortable.
Yeah, because we said last end, just among ourselves, had Jason been forced to maybe draw there, he had no clue.
Yes. Yeah, and no kidding.
This is the 3rd time for Northern Ontario down this path, so they've seen it. I was a little surprised Marks didn't come up at the end. He had really nice weight.
You were in the literal perfect spot.
So soften the weight so that if you hit it a little bit thick, you'll roll either buried or on top of that back one.
More weight than you.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep. Gotta go.
Straight.
Gotta go. Have to go.
Hard.
Ryan,
Hold
Harden.
it, Ryan. Gotta go. Still got it.
Hard.
Still got it.
Keep going.
Hard.
Go, Ryan.
Keep going.
Watch that
Go,
center
Ryan.
line as it gets to it now. How much has he got? Now, where is it going to go? Casey's there as well, and it'll roll over on top.
Good shot, Brad.
How nice is
Pretty
that?
good, boys.
Yeah, good shot.
How
Good
much,
throw.
Pat?
Throw the right
Nice roll,
weight
buddy.
for the shot, and that's that's
just
thinner.
over
You mix
half.
the double. It's thicker. It's still buried.
Yeah.
What do you see?
He locks it. You're forced.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Was get to the red.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate it rolled as far as it did, but it brings the blank back into play. Anywhere over there works.
That's how you do it.
So outside the edge of the
So like
center
back
line
button depth's ideal, but
shot.
it's like there. Does that look reasonable or is that a
I
little
think
tight?
so. Check with them, but I think it's
Like
good.
I want to get all the way over to him.
Yeah. Even if you're a
You see
hair
this all the
poked
time
out
where
the
you're going,
side,
well, if I
it's
roll
okay.
buried, we're forced. Well, the other guy still got to make it. This previous draw has to help. Jason, he's had a rehearsal here.
Just talk to us, bud.
Yeah, he doesn't want another blank.
Ice look good?
Yeah. I like that, yeah.
Okay, so same throw.
Final stone, Manitoba, Jason Gunnlaugson.
Morris.
Morris,
Weight's good.
Manitoba, about 50 kilometers south of Winnipeg. Negavan.
Go ahead.
Watch it go now as it just seems to want to tumble like a rock off that center line.
Keep the
Right
line.
to it, right to it, right
To
to
it.
it.
It's all to it. It's heavy.
Oh, he's going to curl up. Is he going to be a little heavy? Ooh, did he give him an out here?
Good?
Pretty good, but yeah.
Shot.
Maybe it's you can't see.
Dead buried, so it's pretty.
It's tough, but like it's good in a way, but
Did
it's
as
obviously
much as we
two
could
most
with
of the
it
time.
anyway.
Almost got a big with the intern.
Looks better.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah, I
see?
like
it?
it, Mark.
You like it?
I do, yeah.
I mean, one's one. It's just about getting that weight. Yeah.
It's
So-
deep enough in the rings, and the guard, is high enough that if you can just tear that guard, then you'll get that finish. The brushers can jump on it.
But as we look at it
Good
here,
speed
just
here.
like this, Russ, you're saying the intern would be to come around that right side of that red stone, but who's played out there?
Right, nobody. That's a valid point, and it's probably straighter out there. But here, if you hit half a rock, it's not going anywhere. So you've got to get to the nose.
And if there's anybody or any pair of brushers that could help it over, it would be the Brush brothers, Brian and EJ.
This is a 9 out of 10 for difficulty, though. It's I thought the Manitoba rock didn't snap across. I heard Casey say keep it straight for line, and it stayed too straight. So
Well, and then I think for the line caller, make sure you get your one.
Close.
That hammer
Clean.
efficiency,
Yep,
fifth.
straight.
You'd like to be up, of course. Want to convert as many times as you can with last rock. Here we go, EJ. Trying to hold this. Got to get it by that guard first. Now Ryan will take it. Help it over. Can he get to the nose and push it back? Can you? Oh, sure you can.
It just stopped.
Did it?
It just stopped.
It did. My goodness.
Yeah.
It did.
That was my. It's only one, isn't it?
It sure is. It looks like it is only one.
just touched enough of that yellow and just killed it.
Good throw.
What a great try.
Can you take a look? I mean, it only looks like one, but I want to make sure.
Very important.
Someone
measure it.
Someone take a look. Sure, measure it.
All right, they've called for the measure.
Two great throws by Brad. The hit and roll, and then he made this one.
They were sure he had made it on contact.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah,
for sure.
It took the spin off it.
It did, and just slowed it down like it's an inch.
Watch when it makes contact.
Oh, it
The
tickled
red
the six
loses
and
its spin.
Right there.
Oh, yeah.
I think they thought it was 2, eh?
They did.
Yeah.
Tough shot.
Whether they get forced or not, those were two brilliant shots by Jacobs.
Well, even if he ticks the guard, he still rolls into the paint for 1. You're like, just fantastic weight control.
Two in the second rush.
Brad Leroy with the stick, and so it is just the single. Great attempt. Now we'll see what Manitoba can do. They'll have the hammer for the first time in the game when we come back. Trying to wrap around and come deep with their second stone as we welcome you back. That's Northern Ontario. As Brad Jacobs jumps out to help Mark Kennedy. Oh boy, yeah. Great attempt. Huh? What a wonderful try to get 2. Settled for just the single. And so here we are, 1-0 Northern Ontario, Manitoba with last rock for the first time in the game, and it's Jason Gunnlaugson playing the Redstones. Connor Negro.
I think it's perfect.
Oh, wait.
I think it's perfect, guys.
I think way to go, right?
Can't bounce.
Can't bounce on this line.
Line's great. Get
Hard,
here.
hard guys. Hard guys.
Looks light.
Hard, Casey.
You got to get it off the guard, Case. Hard, man. Really hard.
Just bounce it a little bit.
Off the guard. That's good. Real
Okay,
nice. Good shot.
All right, he only got 1, Northern Ontario and Brad Jacobs, but my goodness, he really did have 2 wonderful shots. Here's number 1.
We teach it in the clinics all the time. Pick the appropriate speed. So if you threw a normal weight hit there, you roll across the top of that back one and you can't be buried. Obviously too light, you can't get the kick. But with these lively rocks, just a hack waiter kills the one, give it to the brushers, rolls it right on top. Brilliant shot.
As we watch E.J. Harnden as well. That's number 1. So the next one was, of course, after the stone of Gunnlaugson. That's the red rock.
Well, it's the right weight for the shot, and you really have to look at the end what the brushers do with this. They've got the right weight. Now they carved it, and then they held it straight for a bit. It just rubs. We thought they had a deuce. Deserved better than that.
So they settled for the single, and yeah, compliments, of course, to the way Ryan Harnden takes it. EJ first, and Ryan, they get their single. The key shots are brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together.
Yeah, you could hear them, Russ. They were calling. Mark was calling straight at the top of the 12-foot.
To get it by.
Yeah, and then and it just never kept curling. Curls another inch.
Yeah, and Gunners didn't either. It's just a...
Straight, hard, shooter, up.
You see that a lot in all these events where there's so much curl to the middle, and then as the week goes along, you can get a little bit, or to the sides, I should say, and you might get a little bit less as the pebble builds up on the sides. Neither one of those quite finished as much as they wanted.
What do you guys like? If we throw the guard, he's running it again.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's okay. That's probably the shot then.
Yeah, if he gets unlucky on the run, he could be in some trouble.
I think you just want to be just past that one each.
I think so.
I'd be going a little longer with some of these because you know what Gunnlaugson's up to at 4 seconds.
You're almost hyper aware of any run backs leaving anything.
A little bit, Mark.
Draw number 1.
Line's good. Line's good.
For E.J. Harnden.
Halfway.
Both these teams have all the shots, and both these skips have all the shots, but the slight advantage for Jacobs over Jason is draw weight.
Right in here.
It's not that far.
Don't make it a hitting contest.
Brad.
What?
It's not that far. Whoa! Okay, it's not awful, bud. Not bad at all, actually.
Not bad. Good. No, I know, but it's our best.
All right, let's go right next door on sheet A, 2-1. And James Granton from Moromocto with Last Rock.
And he's being forced. He tried a double on his first. He made contact with both, but he did not get the second stone out. And that allowed Wayne Madda to hit and lie 2. So looking for a nose.
James Granton has had quite the event. He's knocked off a couple of the biggies. Sits at 4-2 among those contending for the playoff and the championship pool. Slides it by, avoids the jam, picks up his single.
He's going to hit and roll under, so we got
James a little upset. He had a double on his first one and made it, but didn't quite get the second rock far enough.
Brad, try to stay biting 4 foot, otherwise he makes the roll behind the guard and he's shot, right?
Board.
Board. Okay, boys. Throw the right weight.
Yep.
Yep.
Gotta go. Hard, Pete. Gotta go. Really gotta go.
Gotta go to hit it.
You gotta keep going. You gotta keep going.
Keep going, Ryan.
You
Keep
gotta
going.
keep going. Okay. Good sweep. Okay. That's fine, Mark. Hack.
Do you ever just like freezing?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty fast. Hey, feel like no, we're not going to freeze. No.
Playing the roll in front.
Roll in front. Okay.
This is the 4. I think
Okay.
that's good ice, though.
I think that's close.
Oh, you're playing the.
Just good hack.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
As long as we get a red in the house.
It's a good shot.
Yeah, you got it, buddy.
Speed will be good here, eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got to the point of the week as well where they all know their stones, huh?
Hack.
A little hard.
Little big. Heavy.
Whoa, close.
Heavy
Whoa.
hack.
Yep.
Heavy hack.
We said that was part of something early in the week. It's who figures out the stones, figures out the ice, and you know when they're calling out, I'm going to throw the 4 rock now. Oh, couldn't get it by. Bang. It'll unlock things.
Nice miss.
Good shot.
Good sweep, man.
That
Great
works,
sweep.
Casey.
Okay.
Nose looks good, doesn't it?
Just never off.
You know that he's got a triple of some sort.
Yeah, we didn't.
Well, yeah, he will. Heck, he may have a quad.
What if I roll just like,
I was thinking under, Mark.
yeah,
Control.
yeah, I like that. Okay, let's go, Greg. We know this spot.
How many times
Take its time. Just control, boys.
back in the day, Cheryl, Russ?
Careful.
Wait.
I'm holding my breath.
How many times
Hard.
did you ever hear somebody talk about a quad?
Hard.
Oh, it's just about 0.
Keep going,
I would
hard,
say
hard.
till the 90s. Just
Right,
weren't
it
enough
just-
rocks in play, and they weren't lively enough to make the quad, even if it was there.
Yeah, it's remarkable. Right? The game. That's the evolution of the game. You know, the ice, the stones, the athletes themselves.
The stones.
It's the stones.
Is that where you
Yeah.
want the broom?
Roll through the back there, Connor.
I think it's good ice.
Okay, half rock.
Oh, gee, even I know what's happening here. You really want to be paid for this?
Well, I do, because I can tell you how they got there. Brendan Botcher getting stuck to lie 2 on his first. Mike McEwen took on the double, made contact with both, but left that 1 stone in the house and rolled out. And so now the summary gets you to the part where any piece of the paint will do for 2.
They're bound to get an email from TSN. You have to give money back on that one. For 2.
Wow.
Very good. Yeah.
Good job, Skip.
Nice. Right there with board.
Okay, boys. Keep her up.
There was a
I
quad
might even
there,
call to
and
be aggressive,
just a little
'cause
tight
he
for
doesn't have
Casey.
the double and roll.
Yeah. Let me see, Mark.
Here with board.
What rock do you want?
I'd say the 7.
So would I. Perfect.
Okay. Board.
Yeah.
This is no gimme. Like.
Yeah, I was just going to say the exact same thing as Jason just said. Hair straighter than maybe at the start of the week.
And if he rolls in the middle, it might set up a blind. Yeah. Like, you might need a little fortuitousness.
Pretty close to nose, but that could bring in that back yellow as a jam.
But there's your hit number again.
Control,
You
straight,
talked about them coming
straight.
in, 75% on the 2
Straight.
he's thrown. Skip Stones here in 5. Northern Ontario, Brad Jacobs.
Straight. Yes! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Watch the roll. Watch the roll.
Watch that roll. He avoids the jam at the back and then rolls it over. And they are sitting 1, 2, and 3.
Sometimes you just try too hard when you're playing somebody like Gunnlaugson. Where do we roll? Don't want to give him a triple.
Like
and then you end up giving him a triple. Sorry. Right there. This goes that way, and that's going to be really close. You can get it that way. You can get it that way. He's going to take it on.
He still goes around the corner. But
He started this end off
exactly.
Manitoba wanting a blank really bad, going around the centers, so he's going to keep trying for it.
Do you ever, Cheryl, yes, you respect
touch
the opposition. You always respect the opposition and what they can do. But do you ever respect to the detriment of your own game?
Yes, I think you do at times. You can kind of... This is a perfect example. You're worried about where it's going to go, where it's going to go, and you end up leaving a triple here. Let's make the shots.
Should be good.
Oh, look at that. He got it. Wow.
Okay.
Nice, Jay.
Triple.
Yeah.
That's the concern about these stones is, Manitoba was outplayed big time this whole end.
Yes.
They're going to walk out of here with a blank unless this is right underneath. Nice little hack waiter there.
5 seconds.
It's whatever we see. Like, I mean, I think we should play the run if he's not, like, almost the tee line.
Yeah, if there's not the catcher, you mean?
Well, I just mean, like, if it's only 3 feet apart, I think we play the run.
It takes a lot of patience for a team like Jacobs. They played a great game. They haven't taken any chances. He almost made a pistol for 2, only got the 1.
But does he call his game? I guess further to my point, does Northern Ontario then adjust their game according to what he thinks and he knows he can make? Did he call that shot knowing there might be the potential of a triple, or did the stone end up in the wrong spot?
It ended up in the wrong spot. He was worried about the triple, but there was 2 ways there could be a triple left there.
T-line, line's good.
T still.
Wait for it.
T-plus. Line's really
Wait,
good.
it's going to have to curl a little bit.
T-line.
Got to curl a bit. Get her Barry. Right here.
You can get it
go
over
ahead,
Barry to Harris.
You got to go. You got to go. You got to keep going. Keep going.
And you
keep
tuck
going.
a
Keep
little
going.
bit
Keep
more
going.
underneath. And
Just doesn't finish hard.
Yeah, the finish is a little less than it had been.
And we saw it coming this way, too, last end.
Kind of died,
where
too,
Brad didn't get his deuce.
Just about every event you watch, that's the tendency. When you pebble the ice, the pebbling can, think about it, when you're going left, right with the pebbler, it virtually stops on the side, so you get a little bit more pebble on the edges, plus the play is down the middle. As the week goes along, it can build up a little bit. Still lots of curl there, but not what they expected.
Here.
I had a hair last, I believe.
Okay.
Hair last still. It's like solid board.
You got it, buddy. Right at it.
Jason Gunnlaugson.
Solid.
Yep.
Blast. Boy, did he get this going. Here we go, because Wozniak is all over it. There is that corner he has to worry out, covering the edge of the 8. Here it comes. Get it by there. He did. Now you got enough to roll the other side and away, and very nice. Jason Gunnlaugson. So he responds and will go to the break, blanking 4 of the 5. Northern Ontario, and Jacobs with a little smile, he has the lead. All right, let's go over. This is our, I believe, our first look at British Columbia and the territories, both 1 and 4 coming in. This is Jim Cotter out of Vernon.
And Jim Cotter is in fact shot stone, but he's trying to make a short little run back to make it for 3.
As mentioned, you are desperate now to stay at 4. 5 means you're eliminated.
Shot.
And that is for the 3 BC after 5.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you in part by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like it. By Home Hardware. Here's how. And by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
Well, we're seeing good shots on both sides, and again, that stone rolled to just the wrong place for Northern Ontario, right place for Gunnlaugson.
Well, both these teams have a plan, and the plan for Manitoba was to blank and not get forced this end. That shot went a long way, and they weren't forced and able to blank and carry Hammer into 6.
So that's why you've got the 4 blanks and just the single point by Jacobs.
Well, it's really been Jacobs started with Hammer, and you can see he couldn't do anything with it. Both teams answering back with some big weight hit shots. Jacob should have gotten his deuce in the 4th end, but carries it over, tries to force in 5th, and now they're into the 6th, and you've got Manitoba with the hammer still.
Numbers After 5 are brought to you by AGI, Equipment and Technology Solutions for Agriculture. On this Wednesday afternoon, it is Manitoba. And it's all about the Tim Hortons Brier Tankard as they play Northern Ontario.
Hard! 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 Come on! Yep! Yep! Hard! 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 Yes! Yes! Go, 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 go! Come on!
Just let me catch my breath. So the standings coming in. Well, we already know Cooey and Pool B is through. Now on our side, let's think about this game we're watching right now. If Gunnlaugson goes to 6, he's through. If Jacobs picks up his win, he's guaranteed at least a tiebreaker. Keep in mind again, top 4 will advance to the championship pool, and you take your record with you. There are the 3 sheets. We have one more just to the right. 4 sheets in play here at Winsport Arena. There it is. And Kathy keeping you up to date, of course, on everything else that's happening on this Wednesday afternoon. We go to 6, and it'll be Manitoba, the team from Morris, Manitoba. Jason Gunnlaugson has the last rock, playing the yellow stone.
Good spot, Ryan. Really good spot. They're throwing those good, eh? They're just taking their time.
Like a 15th?
I thought with the even end, 6th end, that Manitoba might throw up a corner here and try and score a couple this end.
There's not a lot of
Easy, that's
conventional thinking with Jason.
No.
That's what you want.
No, he's got his plan. 6 to even Brad Jacobs, the first 4 ends of that game, the patience to just bail and bail because he wasn't setting up good with the hammer. You don't want to waste that and get forced, and he had a great chance that 4th end to get his deuce, just didn't work out.
Real nice. Good job. Tried a little too hard to be full 12 on you.
Well, I see that Reed Carruthers has the brush down, and I see a lot of yellow there.
Well, it has been back-to-back great shots by the Skips. Mike McEwen made a huge run back to get rid of the Alberta stone on the lid and left himself buried. And then Brendan Botcher made an in-off, and now he lies too, buried. And so for Mike, trying to come down to the shot, Stone tap it back just that little bit in order to score.
McEwen team, the #1 wild card team in the field. West St. Paul Curling Club with Reed Carruthers, Derek Samagalski, and Colin Hodgson. And enough.
Nice slip, boys.
Enough for the single.
That's a different rock.
And there again, you saw it in the all that brushing. We do have some of the best brushing front ends in the game here in this year's Tim Hortons Brier.
EJ deciding to come around there, and it's the 6th end after the mop. It's fast. It slid the whole way down, and it's a straight side too, so of course it tracks a little bit more. So
No, we're not. Come on. Sure. Watch.
Big mistake.
I think we're still heavy. Call it.
Looks heavy.
No.
Looks heavy on this
It
line.
is. We're back 8. You want to freeze it?
Where are we?
Back to 8.
Okay, hard then.
Whoa!
Hard. Hard.
Back button.
Both hard.
Back button.
Hurry.
I got it.
Come on, Casey.
I got it. I got
Just
it.
Connor. Right to the fork. Go, go, go.
And back
Okay,
they
nice
go,
shot, Matt.
buried,
Real nice.
sitting full in the back 8. Sitting the 2. And an update for you, British Columbia with the 1-point lead at the break.
Second
T-line,
chance
guys,
down
good.
this fast path.
How are we?
Line's good. You got room. Clean it.
T-line.
Clean it. Yep.
We want to freeze
Yep.
this.
Not heavy this time.
Yep. Line's good. Yep. Freeze it. Line's good for the freeze. Line's good.
Gotta go.
Line's still good. Go. Hard, Mark.
Gotta go.
Keep going, Mark. Dig. A little more.
Okay, each good weight.
Good sweep.
Nice weight.
Wanted that right back down to it. You freeze it, it makes multiple a little tougher.
I like this with a rocket. Okay. Thin half.
That's fine.
Even if we just get the top one, his situation's tricky.
Cross, yeah, they're going to hit the yellow, cross the top of that red,
Yeah,
red
thin
back
half
onto
to the
yellow,
two.
onto shot stone.
Try and just nut it there.
Hold it up. Hold it up.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Plan B is open things up.
Third of a rock. Hard!
Hard. Really hard,
Whoa,
Case.
Wow.
whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa!
Early jump by Casey, and
Great
very
shot.
nice.
Nice shot.
Real nice.
That's that was his strength, I think. Obviously, as he said, with McEwen playing with Mike those 3 years.
Board weight, Mark.
Just so I know,
That
is
was
that
the
a biter?
second position, but now it's
I don't know.
evolved
I can't
into
remember what they said.
more
It's
soft
touching the
shots.
black.
Okay,
And he
that's
still
fine.
has that strength.
He does, and he
See.
looks
Board.
more than comfortable with all the soft shots, too. Well-rounded.
Should.
I wonder if that back one's in the rings. You have to change gears now. You have no choice. Try to sit 2.5 here, maybe 3.
Whoa, whoa, Ryan. Ryan. Yep.
All right, gotta go.
Yep.
Gotta go to 6. Gotta go to 6.
Whoa. Each. Yep. Roll it a hair. Roll it a hair.
Roll it.
Roll it out of there a bit.
Okay.
Throw. Good sweep, guys.
Never know.
Dead nose.
Just
I
that
think.
little bit of
Control.
uncertainty whether it's going to curl or not right now. You can feel it. Good sweep. Yeah.
What's he referring to, Cheryl?
Well, he's talking about the time in the game where the ice down the slide path, that's when it starts to get a little bit grabby, and so that's where you'll get that curl. It'll maybe jump on you.
Weight's good. Just control.
Hard.
It's just knowing when that starts.
Hard, Matty.
Hard, Matty.
Hard, Matty.
Every
Real
game is
hard.
getting better.
Really hard.
There's less soft
Really gotta go, Matt. You gotta go, Matt. Come on, Matt.
slide path than there used to be.
Yep.
That's gonna be perfect.
How you
Great
referred
shot.
to it the other day. Dunstone threw a draw down 10th end to win the game, and it was
Real good,
14-8.
Casey. Probably should've been the call.
Unbelievable.
Right down the slide
your
path.
controls
So
are just on the, just that bottom.
You look back to Rachel Holman, it was more
Are
like
you okay with control?
13-5 or something. It had changed quite a bit. But that's I like that personally. I think it makes the best skips and the best ice readers. Keeps that element in the sport.
Whoa. Clean up.
Mark Kennedy
Whoa,
in a
no,
10th
no.
Brier.
Clean. Yep.
3-time winner. 2 with Kevin Martin, of course, 1 with Kevin
Hard.
Cooey.
Shot.
And now playing with Northern Ontario. Pardon me.
Rock, maybe
And all
slightly
these
in.
ice makers too, they go in and it's a new plant. They got to figure out, what happens when the plant goes on at a certain point in the game. It's you've gained some experience as you move through it, and the ice has just gotten better and better.
And here, being in semi-arid Calgary, the dryness was a factor to start the Scotties. Craig Orozco had to. The water was evaporating before it hit the ice. So he had to figure that out. And no crowd. That's another factor. We usually talk about the warmth and the heat of the crowd. What they bring in, or if they bring in moisture from outside. Those are factors he doesn't have to worry about at the moment.
No, we talked about the players having to get used to the new environment. Well,
this is
so does the ice crew.
Aim for T-line kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right here.
I like that 6. 6? Yeah.
Speed should be good.
Yeah.
Little chance here now to
Just
force
behind the tee.
Manitoba to a single.
Oh, I think so. And then we don't have it.
I kind of liked it.
Okay, line's good. We got a little bit of room.
It's close.
Where do you want
Where
it,
do you
Mark?
want it? Put your broom.
Right here.
So that slight mistake now allows Northern
curl.
Ontario to
Gotta
sit the
curl a
2.
mile.
Shot Rock is right now at the back of the
Right here. Right here.
back of the 4.
Right here. Go, 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 go. Hard. Go, 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 go.
It's all weight. Okay.
Double there.
Good job.
It is.
I see intern.
With the weight he can throw.
Nope, can't.
Boy, let him off the
what I
hook
thought.
there.
Just so tough on the brushers. You're on high alert to get it even. Not too deep, not too high. Leaves a double either way. Would have helped too if it had
Intern
curled a
hill.
bit more.
Mhm.
Like, it's just kind of a combination
Yep.
of both.
You like that?
Yeah, I love it. Nice and hard, you got it. Half rocker.
It's a touch more ice.
Dropping in on New Brunswick against Howard Madaw as they play in 6 after the blank in 5.
And the first really good opportunity for a pair in this game. James Granton facing 2, tried to hit from the 12-foot underneath. The shot stone was not able to get underneath, so mostly open to Wayne Madaw.
Clean, clean, clean. Wow, you made that curl, Dave. Good scrub, Dave.
And you got enough to
Great
push it
scrub.
out. There's the deuce there. And pushes it out.
I heard Scott Howard say to Dave, wow, you made that curl. And that's what Wayne's really enjoying. He's got that little extra room left and right to
Keep it up, Mark. Yeah, throw
make
for
shots like that.
Slid where I slid on mine
Yeah,
almost.
and I just poured it.
Great double by Jason here.
Straight line call. You got on it real good.
I gave it 20 feet. Drops 20 feet pretty quick though.
Yeah.
Watch that, eh? Just the
Yeah.
it almost explodes off the gear effect. Bang.
Yep.
Firm, Mark. Firm.
Yep.
Firm.
Yep.
Whoa.
That's a good
Lots
shot.
of weight.
Perfect.
Shot, bro.
Bro, it means nothing to sit in front of it. In order to jam, you'd have to nose it and get 1. Good sweep.
Half rock.
Okay. It's almost this is. He's a little frustrated here. Thinks he has something going, and
Ice look okay, Connor?
Throw and peel?
but
Yeah.
you guess
I like that, Jay.
look at it, I think is that there's an appreciation. There's some really fine shot making. We've seen the triples. We've seen some nice doubles. He'd like to see some more points. Do you, as a player at this point, are you a little frustrated too?
Go. You want to do something with that hammer, Vic.
Good pair, Jay.
Can't do it there. So it remains 1-0. Last Rock stays with Manitoba.
Lean it in, Mark.
Wednesday afternoon, our coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier continues from the in the bubble in Calgary, our season of champions. It remains 1-0 Northern Ontario under the wooden beams here at Winsport. It's not as if they haven't been trying, and this is like a well-pitched baseball game. Have to have appreciation for the throwers and those making the catches. As we go to the 7th, and it's once again Manitoba that does have Last Rock playing the Redstones.
I agree they've been trying, and then you wonder, I would worry more, and you know, I've been there where you suddenly try to push or take risks because nothing's happening, and then it costs you. patience is going to be huge here for both these teams.
Well, it's in, as you said earlier, Russ, when I think we were blanking in the third, something to the effect of, hey, it's Jacobs would take this right to 10 if he could.
Tight.
Would it be unreasonable to think that Manitoba would take this right to 10 and hope to score the 2 for the win in 10?
Yep, it's definitely possible because he's not going to risk unless he can get a deuce along the way, so he'll keep blanking.
We're pretty tight.
What do you think, Cheryl?
Yeah, it's my turn now.
It is, yeah.
Okay, you go.
No, Russ is right.
Try and make it. Just high. Oh.
You've always wanted to say that.
I have. I really have. 13 years.
It would take, I suspect, a huge mistake here by Northern Ontario that Gunnlaugson would then try hard for his deuce, correct?
Gee. I think Gunner's just trying for the 2 at some point, keeping it. And the problem with this, to score the way it is you're trying for 2, but you're trying to keep your option open for the blank, so you go for the 2 the next end. And same with Jacobs. He really wants to force here to have control of the game again, but he can't afford to give up a 2. There's a bit of an error right there. Not only a chance to potentially force, but maybe even a steal.
How's the weight? Line's
We're
good.
T-line on its own right now.
Okay, just wait.
We're 2 R's.
Right off, then. Right off. Just wait.
If it curls, the weight's going to be close.
Just no pocket, Brad.
Well, then you got to go past it.
Whoa!
Problem is that stone is back of the tee line, and now this one will join it.
Okay. Well, it's a good chance to force anyway.
There you
Okay,
go.
that's all right.
EJ's had a couple.
What's that? He doesn't really want to freeze.
Right? Just anywhere in
Slide
here.
deep.
Okay, you can take the other.
You guys
Oh, we got something now here.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I think Mark
Same
said the
throw
right
as your
thing
last.
there, that they did not want it there, but it could create a force. Now they've got to work that it's not a force to 2.
Yeah, but center guard, pocket.
Is that good? Little late?
T-line.
Whoa, whoa, wait.
Key here is to leave it high. Don't go back.
Whoa, too heavy.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. If you can get it buried, I really like it. Boy, it's got to go off the guard here first.
Hard, JC! Harder! Harder!
Oh, now look at, maybe they'll use a little wick, and here it goes. Oh, that's where they wanted it, with a little help from the yellow friend.
Oh, that was some good brushing. It's
great shot.
Dead buried right behind the center guard.
Assist to the skipper, because he saw that coming. If that curls by, it's way deep.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure if he would have just made it. Like, I feel like he would have been close.
If I'm on the corner on this side, right?
You're right.
He's always got the draw.
Is trying to bury here no good? So you make this.
Yeah.
I like the draw.
I guess we're forcing him to that. That's okay.
A couple choices. You get it there,
just
then
get
you
in there if you want.
can kill the
What?
red.
We can
It
just get in
also
there.
guards a hit back here on this easy double.
Built up a lot of time. I don't want to rush. Stand up. No timeout.
Yeah, they've eaten no time as open as the game's been.
Right there. Maybe even half a round.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mind half a round either to say 3.
It's the same shot, isn't it?
Yeah, it does the same
No,
thing.
if he goes here, though, he's got us in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah. So that's my only question is, do we want to try to make a good one here first?
Kind of what I'm thinking. It didn't look very easy with what Matt just did, but I think
Well,
it's still...
geez, I have no idea how to
It's one
go
or
off
the other.
that.
You can also put the out turn here, can't you?
Yeah. Hey,
Could.
listen, boys, if you're here, like,
Well,
we're playing for a force.
That's what I was thinking too. It's just that, I don't know, this rock ever comes into play, it's tappable.
I mean, right now we could do either one. They're both okay.
Yeah, I like picking one.
I think we try.
I think you pick that.
I think we try to get.
You like that one best?
I like this.
Okay.
For which turn?
Okay.
I think if the
Well, I
line's
think
good,
they like
we
the in-turn, but
fully bury it.
the way
Okay.
Matt's ran.
Just let him know for weight, though. In worst case, you lock the top or the back.
It's kind of like a back button shot.
Right buried in the forefoot.
I think this early, the angle freeze might be the smarter play, but certainly a round buried button
I think it's
is
nice and quick.
awfully good option too.
It's gonna be, I think here you can get away with a little positive because of the curl.
Except Matt's didn't curl at all. So you think this is going to curl?
I think it will once it starts to.
I like
really
that.
heavy though.
I'll trust it.
If it's high enough, I think you're going to see Gunnar throw the rocket in there. He's still fighting hard to blank here.
Mark Kennedy.
Line's good.
As we play third
Line's
stone
good, clean.
here in the 7th of a 1-0 game.
line.
Northern Ontario.
Hard line.
Hard line.
Hard line. Hard line.
Just line.
Hard line.
Back four.
Hard line.
Northern Ontario trying to avoid a third loss.
From 2 R's.
Whoa.
Not
EJ,
quite, not
EJ,
quite.
EJ. Yep, go ahead.
Hard, EJ, go.
Oh, how nice. How nice.
Shot, Mark.
Good sweep, guys. Great sweeping.
Beautiful shot.
Thanks.
Great toss, Mark. You get the back two, that's the best call.
Mark's playing as well as just about any lead out here, but that's unusual. He's usually
don't like
better.
this
So
much
if
at
he
all.
gets it going.
Yeah, and he did last night. He was 93%, had a great game.
Alberta with a 2-point lead and looking for more.
Well, that redstone that you see that is shot was Mike McEwen's final. He was trying to draw around. He actually grazed off one of the stones in the wing. It just hung out there, but redirected enough to get to the center. But Brendan should be able to see most of this nose for 3.
Curling 93% is Brendan Bodger. Got it. Push it. Got that one's got to sit. That one will spill, and so it will be for 2 more.
Just that extra weight.
It's okay. That's okay. Great shot. Really good. That's the best. Yeah.
What a call by Jason Gunnlaugson.
Looks like
Could
it wanted
not
to, yeah.
see hardly any of those back two.
Yeah.
Now the freeze makes sense. Now that I see what I saw, maybe the freeze was the right call last shot.
This is quite amazing. Slivers their top one and gets the back two.
Want to keep an angle, but you can't bounce. This is really
Top
getting
8.
fast down here.
Line's good. Out
It's
the way,
close.
boys.
A little bit of room.
Top 8.
Pressure on the
Little bit of
pressures
room.
not to
Little bit of
overcook this thing.
Line's good, a little bit of room. Line's good.
Line's good. Line's good. Right here.
EJ Harnden
Line's good, lock it on.
out in
good, right
front.
here.
Ryan Harnden now closest to the stone, and here
Line's
they
good.
go.
Line's good.
Line's good still. Line's really good still. Like it to, yep, go
Hard.
ahead, Pete.
Come on,
Go ahead,
Pete, go.
Petey. Right
Go.
up.
Right
Right
to
up.
Get
it.
it down
Right
to
to
the
it.
corner. No.
That's pretty good.
I'm going to leave it. There's some gap there.
Would have liked it a little closer, but they could not make the mistake heavy.
Tickle high. Firm or peel or
British Columbia has added a single and 6, now up by 2.
Okay, let's make it. This is my good one.
Okay, good.
I'm going to try and run that center back onto
Tickle high.
yellow. That'll open it up.
You got a case.
Shade high, Case.
Get a couple red in the rings. You might get an opportunity then.
Whoa. Yep. Hard. Really hard.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Let's
Right
go,
behind
Connor.
there. Great shot.
And in behind the corner
Real
it
nice.
goes.
Too strong.
Boy.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, great shot. Nice shot.
Very good.
What,
Good pair, buddy.
Not sure what they could have done much better. The only unfortunate part, there's a
Nice over
slight
mid. Yeah, it was
angle
tricky,
here
though.
where
It was, like low was not good.
Brad can run it back and stay.
Yeah, there was crowd.
Maybe even roll to a good spot.
I was with you until I
They thought it
gave you
wasn't.
the old hard
Yeah.
audible to be like, oh, you're so bad at line call.
You're so bad. Terrible.
Like, I'm not going to try to whip it, that's for sure.
Bigger.
Brad Jacobs.
Whoa. Whoa.
Skip Stones.
Whoa. Curl. 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 Curl.
Touched it, got it. Oh, and then they'll jam it back onto their own. The corner remains up. It belongs, though, now to Northern Ontario. There's 2 to work with if you're Manitoba on the left, if they can draw the play that way. We talked about the early inconsistency of Northern Ontario. You know, win, lose, and then yesterday, their first 2-win day. Now they've got Gunnlaugson, and then tomorrow in their final game of round robin, they go against wild card number 3, and that's the Howard-Madaw combination, and playing very well.
Control intern, no.
got it, bud. Take your
You see
time.
anything better, Connor?
No, this is the shot. Right in the nose.
So you again, it's that situation 2-on-1, Russ. Manitoba with 2 stones to 1. Is it blank again, or do you try to draw it over there to those 2 stones that you have as corners?
The worry here, you know, if you're on tricky club ice and the rocks aren't as good, you might roll buried and hope the other team couldn't come around and freeze, and you know, there's not enough curl type thing. But here, you can't leave Brad Jacobs draw to 8 foot around those corner guards. He'll sink it, and you're forced.
That's all we can do.
5 straight wins. And then tomorrow they've got 2 games left. They've got Steve Laycock, with Jim Cotter now skipping BC. BC trying to stay alive, and also final game.
Pretty heavy.
Verb. Whoa. Whoa. Close. Whoa. Whoa. Curl. 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 Go. Go, 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 go.
Roll it.
Good try. Trying to draw the play over.
That's like an 1/8 of an inch, and then the rock would have spun. When it crosses the face like that, there's that gear effect where you're trying to roll right, but the spin wants to make it go left, and it deadens the rock. You hit it a little thinner, you'd still get the spin, and that was really close to being made.
Touch less, just touch.
That good?
Yeah, looks good. Hard.
Hard, 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 hard.
Yep.
Looking for the blank.
Yep. Clean, it's perfect.
Good, Jay.
There they go. Oh my. We might have to give our money back too. 1-0 Northern Ontario. Now that's framed pretty well. 3 blanks, a single. Now 3 blanks. It remains Northern Ontario 1-0 as we go to 8. And once again, Manitoba. And the team from Morris and the Morris Curling Club, Jason Gunnlaugson once again has the last rock, playing the Redstones.
Keep an eye on that back red. I think it's in.
Looked really close.
Middle solid.
Straight.
Weight's good.
Talk about patience. Jason just played the loop to come around. No corner guard. He's not taking any chances whatsoever.
Well, he didn't do it in 6 either. I thought he'd maybe 6 for sure in 8.
Hard, I guess, go. Yeah, whatever. Just in. Okay.
Plan seems to be to go to 10, but then you won't have ever gone around any corners.
Right.
More than me.
We got board.
What?
Mark.
Never off it. Keep going, Mark.
Keep going. You're making it. You're making it curl.
Okay.
Oh, well scrubbed. That didn't look good.
That is on. Just heavy,
Well, weight looks natural.
Just sliding a little wide there, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. What do you like, board? Sure. Flip under.
To grind for Northern Ontario this week.
Not doing a whole lot, eh?
No. Weight's good.
Stay close. Stay just carve deep.
Yeah.
Straight.
Hard. Just board.
Hard.
Just board.
Hard.
Center line guard closing fast.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, well done again. Can you slide it underneath?
Great
Oh,
shot.
very nice.
Great
Good
sweep,
weight.
Connor. With the out with normal.
That's the problem,
Great weight,
right?
Matt.
It's the opposition stone, but you never know. Maybe there's a miss hit here if you're Manitoba.
No question. EJ gave the Manitoba the out by rolling the wrong way, leaving them that opportunity to flop underneath.
Yep.
needs this one.
Yep. Yep.
Hard Ryan, hard Ryan, hard Ryan, hard Ryan, hard Ryan.
Hard.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Got it. And then it just...
Good shot.
Shooter went that way, that stone went that way, and now it's open again.
Just really nice. Nobody's really said if they think that back red's on or not. Is this a hit and stick for to sit two?
I think it is.
Weight's the same.
Straight. Easy.
Whoa.
Easy.
No
Whoa.
softer rotation.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Curl. 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 Real nice.
Didn't get underneath.
Sorry, Matt.
Think you can get under, eh, Mark?
Yeah, just, yeah.
These are the ones that can drive you crazy.
It's a hack waiter.
Mark had this same shot 2 ends ago, and I heard him say, you're just not sure if it's going to go. And, you know, now we're into the 8th end slide path. He really wants to roll Barry. That means the guard comes into play. He ticks the guard. They're drawn for 3. Has to get it by.
Good hack.
Heavy. Board.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa, Ryan.
Ryan.
Go, Ryan, go.
You see Ryan brushing a little bit slower pace because he's digging. He's trying to carve
Keep
it
going,
over.
keep going.
No. No point.
That's what's really changed, Shirley. You used to sweep as fast as you could, create some heat, which still works. But if you want to make a curl,
It's that downward. You're trying to almost scratch a little bit, and then the rock will follow the scratches.
Well, last time we were here, Alberta scored a 2 as we play now in 7. And again, fighting for their life is McEwen. Here he goes.
Well, not much working out well for them this end. Even on his first stone, Mike tried to corner freeze. It bounced off, and Brendan hit to life 5.
Hard, Derek. Hard,
Needs a
Derek.
nose.
And has got it. Oh, did it spill too far?
I don't know.
One for them, I think. But
You have to,
Yeah,
because
one
if you don't, you're giving money away again. It's terrible.
1 yellow because he tapped it.
There you go. Yeah, it's a struggle. 4 losses won't put you out, but if you do advance, it's a tough
Here's
record
the
to
thing,
take
just,
to
if
the
I just roll
championship
the
pool.
center, it's not terrible.
You're right.
Okay.
I like that hack weight,
But
Mark.
try to make the roll. Same weight.
Yeah.
More.
Clean.
Close.
Yep. Whoa. No. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
EJ.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Trying
no,
to
roll
roll.
it. Gotta roll it.
And there's
Go,
the
go,
roll,
go,
a little
go,
bit
go.
more. Ryan Harnden right there, and he'll get a half a stone underneath. It looks really helps.
Like the 4 max. What turn you
go.
like?
Thanks.
I like the end.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
Finally, after 8 ends of trying, Northern Ontario has
This is not the 4.
something going here for at least a force. What a battle.
Speeds are good. Might catch him here, throwing one a little deep.
And that's to Mark's point. Now you've got Manitoba going around center guards. You ever slide a little deep, you follow them down.
Weight's good. Nice boy.
Force could be on.
Has much been played down this intern side?
Not recently, but yes, earlier in the game. So I would still think the speed's like just about perfect.
Very close.
Weight's perfect.
Whoa.
No, it's heavy. No, it's heavy. You're right.
Remember what Mark just said. Mark Kennedy under his breath.
wanna do?
Maybe he'll go deep here.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
And
Definitely gotta go.
DP will. Back 4. And finally back 8.
That's a chance.
Lock it on. Speed's good here. Okay.
Speed's really good there.
There?
Yeah.
They yelled a hair light out of his
7.
hand.
Perfect line.
Back 8.
How good curler would have thrown 6 feet less?
Just dead perfect line.
Yeah, it's a quick spot too. We were
It is, but
Did you time it?
yeah, 14.65.
We were trying to
is
throw
quick.
14.5. So.
Yeah, I know exactly. It's just
Doesn't
fast.
grab the curl on that spot either, so
Hair straighter.
bad combination.
The games may not go his way, but the focus never changes for Brad Jacobs.
Back line.
Try and freeze this right down to the back.
Line's good.
Looking for a third straight win. Has the
Line's
1-0
good.
lead.
I don't think it's
We're doing
heavy.
it. Straight, straight,
I don't think it's heavy.
straight. Line's good.
Might be a little light if anything.
Straight.
Hard, come on.
Here they go. The Brush brothers have got him.
Hard guys, right to it.
Brier,
Rita.
DJ.
Right to it.
Hard, Brian, go.
They're going to take it down to it. And, yep, wow. Right to it.
Boy, that's slick. That is slick there. Nice shot.
Do you like going right?
Yeah, I wasn't sure they were going to get it right down to it.
It's definitely quicker here now.
Yeah.
Got to be full forward to be shot. Yeah, just full four. Full top four, and then it's real hard for him to remove it.
65.
I guess almost bite the button. Yeah, you're right, Matt.
Okay.
Otherwise, he just loops this way. 75, you said, right?
I said 65.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I like it.
Good speed here.
Yeah. Maybe a lot. I think we're very close.
Weight's
but
good.
We're not light.
Line only. In then. Whoa.
Back
Go
four.
line.
T-line.
Go
Weight's
line.
good.
Hey, line's good.
Weight's good.
Line's close now.
Top four, Matt. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Yep, line.
Go, Matt.
Come on, buddy,
Wozniak.
go.
for it.
Gotta be
Negative
full
end.
floor.
Go, Matt.
Gotta be full
Want to
floor.
go
Go,
top
Matt.
four.
Hard, more. Go,
Big
go,
carry
go,
for
go,
them
go,
now.
Hard, Matt.
Got to keep the pressure
go,
on.
Matt.
Get it to the top four. No, they're going to be light.
That stopped a little quicker than Jacob. I thought that was almost a carbon copy.
No, I saw missing that one.
Guard the
Not
tap.
for lack of
Draws for one or
trying.
taps for one. Those are his two shots.
Yeah, I don't know. This is it's a different turn for a draw.
I know what you're thinking.
Do you ever like trying to get aggressive and go here?
I don't.
You don't want to leave
Because
it.
of the
If you
path.
chop off, it's a bomb
Right,
for.
and then he makes a double.
Yeah.
I guess one.
Yeah, it's the only way we can really.
What's his toughest shot for one right now, I think?
Probably this, because
Okay.
Well,
it's a guess.
however, the tap, we know as soon as you put a little bit of weight to it,
It tracks.
it tracks.
Yeah, and that's kind of buried, eh?
The
Like
line isn't
that's
that easy.
The line, a tap here, I think would be really hard versus a straight draw.
I think you're right. You're actually bringing that guard into play on the tap. Yeah, it's true.
so.
Like anytime you give a little bit of that on this line,
Okay, I like that.
EJ's speaking from experience because
I don't
he's
know.
thrown down that intern path a
You
little
think
bit.
it's easier?
Seen it track.
You don't think that's easier for him? He just threw it. He's only got to move it.
That's the only
Like,
thing.
he just threw it. When's the last time there was many draws down here?
It's a completely different line though to make the shot,
Yeah, true.
right?
Yeah.
It's like 6 feet more weight. But I'm easy, guys. Whatever.
now if we put it here, he can't make this for two, can he? Run it in.
How? We're gonna be.
We're a shot up here.
No.
I know, but we're
Oh,
gonna be
shot-
third shot.
That was my thinking too.
Well, yeah, I guess like these are just all sort of. So which one do we want to leave him? This is a total guess, and this is.
I'm speaking on behalf of myself here. Anytime you give it just a little bit,
I know.
it just
Let's
tracks
guard the draw.
and it sails.
And this way, he doesn't get a free draw over
And
here
this
either.
that was 15.
Okay, where do we want to be, Mark? On this Y?
4-2.
On the Y?
Howard Madaw leading Granton.
Yeah.
And
YR?
gosh, I see a lot of yellow there.
Well, there are two that are counting, though, Vic. And on his first one, he was facing 5. But he hit and rolled a little bit too far, leaving Wayne Madaw and his team 1. Wayne wrapped
Line's a little
another
tight.
stone around.
Oh,
so
line's
for
good.
James Gratton, he needs to get a bite of the forefoot for 1.
Enough room to get in?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Got a 14-3, should be lots. Should be
4 and
lots.
2 against 4 and 1.
Shot.
And there it is. T-line, edge of the button for New Brunswick and James Granton.
Really well thought out on this. They
Line's
talked
good,
about
right
they
here.
didn't want, first of all, they said don't
Line's good, though.
leave
Line's
Gunner
good.
a draw because they don't want to give him any. So he'll be
Line's
forced
good.
to the tap with this
Let him go,
shot.
Ryan. Go, go, go. You got to keep it
Ryan,
moving. You got to keep it moving.
And Northern Ontario does
Go,
have
go,
the
go,
shot
go, go,
stone
go, go. Keep
frozen.
going. Keep
Back
going.
edge of the
Keep
4.
going.
And does that take away that
That
pass?
does. I don't. Yeah, that looks like.
It's still there, but I think the intern tap that he just threw is probably the easier of these two.
Kick it.
Like just dig it in there and just move it a foot.
Yeah, that might be there actually.
If you
like,
absolutely had to,
you just gotta pick it clean. Like, just throw like hacks. And
To
just
get through the
carve it.
port, you need like almost a hack weight. With hack weight, you get enough of that.
I like one
Kick it
long.
over. You might get your 2.
If they get 2, you still got a chance.
Time out. Time out. Like, I see that if we throw like hacks and we get near the guard, I see we're gonna pick it.
Yep.
But, like, it's hard, obviously. I get it.
I don't know if you need hacks either. You can probably make it with this.
Yeah, we can just trying to slice it over. You're not trying to score the shooter, right?
I know. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but like,
How important
just
2
hacks
points
and just
would be
slice
here,
it
huh?
off.
Okay.
Like,
Looks hard.
it
Well,
looks
and
hard,
not
but,
giving
like,
up a steal.
It's not that hard. Like, the guard's not in the way.
No, I know that. It's
just-
just it's a little bit of a straighter spot, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it in there. It's
Okay.
gonna curl. That's not my worry. I mean, it's a tough shot. I get it.
You don't like this for
The
one?
tap for one's okay. It's just like it's not a lovely like.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking.
I'm okay with it.
hard for 4 steal not.
Yeah, or blank 3. Like
But
I feel really good, so I want to play it, but like maybe it's stupid. Is this? You would play for 1, right, Matt?
Like it looks like. Can you make it for 2? You think?
Yeah, just like hack, pick it off.
Just trying to push it here. Leave
Well, I
this
think
guy.
that's a
And
tough
you have
shot
to,
for
and you
2.
think hack weight does that, Jay?
No, tap.
I just don't see hack weight moving.
I
as
agree.
far.
I like that.
I think it's cool.
I think we just
I like the tap.
stay in the game here.
I'm playing the tap all day, but it's
Yep.
it's Jason's the way he thinks. It's if I make my shot for 1, which isn't a guaranteed either. What are my odds of winning tied without Hammer playing 9? So he's thinking, is this our best and only chance to win the game? And I can see why you wanted to try it, but
All day long he's thinking that.
But we go back again to yesterday and talking about his poker background. He loves the numbers. He loves the odds. He has them calculating in his mind all the time. I think the odds were not very good on that shot for the 2, and this one maybe presents him a better opportunity.
Yeah, steal would be the absolute
that's
worst
like
thing
a
that could happen this end.
55, 50.
Yeah, it's like you threw a 70, so 55,
I
60.
thought Russ, the one call that Jacob's team didn't look at, they looked at it for a second, was drawing right in there, sit 2.
yeah, true. Yeah.
So Final
Back
Stone needs
eight.
to tap his own
Really
up
heavy.
from
Easy.
just outside the
Hit it,
4.
hit.
Probably
Whoa,
needs a good
easy.
half stone in the 4.
Back lines. Back lines.
If he hits this too solid, he could crunch it right through.
Wozniak.
Curl.
Agabay asking for it to curl. Touch it. Boom. Oh, he goes right through. And it will be the steal of 1. Northern Ontario.
Shot, Pete.
Northern Ontario. Single with the last rock in 4. A stolen point in 8. And so here we go to 9. Manitoba will have the hammer, trying to avoid a first loss. Nothing to choose between the 2 leads. You know, Northern Ontario, we were eavesdropping during the break. What do we want to do? Well, we prefer to have the hammer, so they're electing to get into it a little bit, maybe mix it up to get that last rock back, playing 10.
As much space as you can.
Great shooting, Con.
Yeah, I mean, you try hard for the force. Even if you give up a deuce this end to Manitoba, you're tied with.
That's 4's turned into a steal was set up with Mark Kennedy's hit and roll.
Got room.
Line only.
Right off then. Right off then.
And there was a great freeze made, too. I found the conversation with EJ, his third ability came into play there. You could just hear him going, trust me, we're going to leave him 1 or 2 shots. That intern's tough because he'd had to struggle down that path a couple times.
Still got room. Just for weight. Right here.
We're on it. Not
We're
Mark.
I know. Go for line.
Great eye, guys.
Size rate.
Your line call.
Well, Botcher with a 5-point lead over McEwen after that steal, of course, looking quite comfortable is Alberta, Kathy.
Well, Brendan Botcher missed both of his double attempts. He got 1 in both cases, but for Mike McEwen, just a gentle roll. We'll give you 3 and not jam.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Gotta go.
No, gone.
It's gone.
Wow.
Ah.
This is not close.
No, one of those weeks, eh?
No, it's just, it's been an exercise in frustration this afternoon for sure.
Good game, yeah. Thanks.
Okay.
And that'll be a good game.
1 yellow.
1 yellow it will be.
Game, Mike.
9-3 is your final. And now 4th loss for McEwen. It goes to 2-4. And Botcher now 4-2.
Good win, yeah.
And looking quite good to make the championship pool.
Oh, trying to roll in off the back of that red.
It was more important to get the red, though, and even if you stayed there with a yellow one, you'd have a rock you could use. Double corners now.
Did I miss it by much?
No. Barely.
That was perfect.
Barely. Me
Yeah.
too.
I did too. I thought he was
Sorry, buddy,
closer than
sure,
that
good
even.
throw.
Okay. He hits it, or he runs our corner, but he's probably going to hit it. And then go around?
Yeah? Okay.
That takes away any blank.
Yeah.
He hits and sticks on the wing.
I get what you're saying, but I don't know why we just don't bury around the corners. We have time, I think.
We got an hour.
We should. Not too much. Am I wrong?
It is their
Shoot on the wing,
corners.
He hits and sticks.
That's why they threw them.
Draw to the wing
Yeah,
would have been nice.
I think
He's just trying to kill a rock,
we're
right?
just like waiting time. Yeah. Because like otherwise it's too early. He's gonna make the. Like, there's no way we get 3 and 2's. We might as well blank.
3.
You need a lot of missing. You need a lot of 6-foot run backs missed. The problem is if we go, I don't know. I like going to the wing.
Okay, you can freeze him on the nose too.
Yeah, but then it could always set up a double. Then you're still gonna group your rocks.
Yeah. Okay. Or
What are
can
you
go
playing,
around him.
Harold?
Also.
You going behind?
Yeah, I am. I
Again,
would go
one
around behind, try and get my deuce.
Russ?
Yeah.
I'm with you. No question.
I like going around the middle one. That makes more sense. Yeah, I'm good with that.
You've got 2 ends to get 3 points. Maybe third end if they're lucky enough, but you need a 2 minimum. Do you wait?
Like if we come up here, it's fine, obviously, but let's try and make a good one back here.
If you want to wait till end number 10, you shouldn't have thrown the 2 corner guards.
Right. They're there for a reason, and
Speed's nice, yeah.
to waste an end.
Not through.
So that was rare, wasn't it?
Call it. Back
Yeah,
forward.
really.
They've been exceptional.
Hard line. Connor, we
The
can.
other stolen end came against the Yukon.
Hard line.
Hard line.
Where are we, Casey?
And
Do
Yukon
it.
is the one team not playing in this draw.
We're past it. We're past it.
Just
Come on.
whoa. Never touch it. Never touch it. Never.
0-6.
Whoa. Yep. Connor,
Dustin
go.
Mickelson from Whitehorse.
Good shot, nice.
That's real good.
It's fine.
Real nice. You like rolling right
Just
on
wanted to
top
kill a
of
rock. He
Mars?
just said it was too soon.
Nose is good too, Mark.
I like the nose.
Nose is good. I like
Nose-
that solid
I
board.
think nose is better. There's no pocket at this point. These are tough, aren't you? You finally got the break. You're up 2, and now you're trying so hard to force them. You can force them to a 2 or a 3s.
Yep.
They have to be a little defensive here in Northern
Easy.
Ontario also.
Easy. Ryan, a hair. Clean. Good boy.
It's good, Mark. Yeah, good throw.
I like that. So
Good sweep, guys.
to
Yeah,
make a
good throw.
pocket, you've got to tap that a couple feet, which is so tough.
Okay. Do you want the curler or the straight one?
I like this.
Regular
I like
one?
the curler here.
Okay.
Yeah, because we want to go underneath the tight one.
It's an interesting end, Russ, because I think Northern Ontario would be okay giving up a
It's
deuce.
nice
They'd
to-
be
yeah,
tied with.
Nice
Yes.
all the way through here, but
Manitoba wants a deuce.
Especially with the tick man.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit.
10-pin bowlers will know this is your strike ball they're throwing, not the spare ball. This is the strike ball. This is the one you want to hit the pocket.
I wish they wouldn't tell the opponent that, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Real nice.
Really, we would never do that. We would just put up a signal.
Straight if you can.
Back 4.
It helps
Line's good,
Jacobs
line's
read
good.
the ice in this spot.
Back 8.
Where are we?
Heavy. Back.
Too heavy.
Back.
Stay with
Stay
it.
with it. It's very close.
Stay
Back
with
eight.
it.
Back 8.
Curl. Curl and go. Really hard.
Hard.
Really hard,
Keep
Matt.
going. Hard.
Hard. Whoa.
Sit.
Beauty. Great spot.
Probably chase that.
To me, it almost looks framed
Yeah.
to do that.
with your from your half.
Yeah.
I know that
with
it's like
with
way
it just
over
through.
There. Yeah.
Just through.
Yeah.
You got to make sure we top it out. You too?
Freeze would work too.
Kind of like
that's a good
just get
spot.
by, just
Any
get
higher,
by.
and he's just got like easy ones off his own.
I think that would be what I would look at, is just follow it down.
Then there's no blank.
It's going to not be an easy line call.
There's no curl there at all. Like that
Plus, it's easier. You throw some weight through here. This gets to be threading the needle. Big shot.
Did you hear Brad say, I like it better because it's from your hat? Because Mark said a lefty, different angle.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
no
back line.
Whoa, yep.
Mark Kennedy.
Whoa. Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yep.
Whoa.
EJ Harnden.
Yep. Yep. Hard.
Got it by.
going.
Sure does. One more time. Yeah, 2.
Hard, Ryan. Just stay in the 8 foot. Stay in the 8 foot.
And just perfect to push it through.
I'd like to retract my statement that that's a tough shot.
That was not an easy shot.
Line call. That wasn't very easy.
No.
We got by everyone by the same inch.
Beautiful curling shot. But again, now the blank's available.
Keep going.
Brushing it to hold it straight. Now brushing it to get some
Just stay in
curl.
the 8 foot. Stay in the 8 foot.
Great job, Mark.
Atta boy.
Really good,
I love Mark. Great line call. That wasn't easy. Good thing you didn't know that before you threw.
Still 2 corner guards here.
A little heavy.
Close.
Close. Weight's good.
Close. Yeah.
Close.
Just tack.
Straight.
Just tack.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
Wozniak.
Hard roll, Connor. Gotta go.
Hard roll it and rolls it
Great
over
shot.
on top.
Real nice.
Good sweep.
Shot Rock is on the pin. Belongs to Northern Ontario.
Pretty nice.
Man, that curled. Definitely going more this way right now.
Or your guard. Good just guard it.
It's definitely going more. Like definitely if you're playing to the 2 wings, it's going more this way.
Out turn, straight pick is hard. He still gets the blank that way, probably.
He does. Yeah. Well, let's just say
If you straight pick it.
Territories
Yeah,
pick up a
probably stick
single,
one
but
here.
it's BC in
if
control.
we straight pick it, sorry. Yeah. Well, then he makes the double and roll. Then we got to roll back.
Which isn't awful.
It's hard. That's a very hard double.
If you pick it clean.
Yeah.
He just makes it this way.
I know, I'm just saying.
And then
still
we have
not,
to try to roll back or he gets the blank.
They only have 2 rocks left, right?
Your shot, you could guard.
What if we make that?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Well, he can't even really load anything up. I mean, he goes
Really
here.
got nothing here, right?
No.
He bumps
It's
it.
an option.
I don't see much on that side.
Do you hate the guard?
Probably bumps that in. I don't know. Or he's running it hard to get everything,
get everything
moving.
going.
He might get everything.
I don't mind a
Yeah,
timeout.
I don't
We can
hate
see
the
what
guard.
Ricky thinks.
Time out.
Pardon me?
I don't hate the guard.
No.
I don't mind him having to run ours in. Do you?
I just don't. Yeah. If he ends up nutting it there,
Yeah, if he runs and nuts it there, then we
See what coach
Run it
likes.
We have the same run.
have the same run. And depending where this goes, right?
If it squirts out, we have a hit and roll under to try to force.
If he squirts this way, then we can draw. And if he squirts, what do you like, Ricky?
I really
We're just
don't
saying
mind
that,
the guard.
if we pick it, he makes the blanks in play.
So is there no? There's absolutely no bumper weight out turn on the 3.
No.
That's not there. You're gonna leave it there, right?
Yeah,
you can't get
rip
rid
it
of it.
or guard.
because of that guard.
Yeah.
Well,
I
even still.
I don't want to leave the easy blank and then he has a chance for 2 or 3 and 10.
But we're okay with the blank too.
We're okay with it.
No, I know we are. Yeah.
But
okay with even
But
giving
the
up
guard,
2
the
here,
guard.
so.
You're right. What's he do with that?
Doesn't
right?
have a ton.
Where do you
Guard,
like the guard?
Dead in front of that number 3.
How high?
This is his play. He bumps this into the 4-foot and rolls his shooter here.
Okay.
Yeah, but
And then
he's
he's got
gonna
a
lose.
couple
His
shots.
shooter is not.
You're right. Then he's got a couple shots. Yep.
He's
Yeah,
got
but for deuce.
He's got to make it really good. I love the guard, guys.
Well, and even if he
Even
does,
if he
then I
does, we
think
take that
then I
away.
think we have the intern draw freeze
Yeah,
here.
I like the guard. Let's put a little pressure on.
Interesting, eh? That's
Here?
for Mark to think that out. If the guard's made properly, they're saying Gunner might chip in that corner guard, try to save the shooter, and then he's got an in off at 1 billion miles an hour.
Again, respect.
Yeah,
Knowing the game,
Somehow.
knowing your opponent.
But that's lesson number 2 in strategy. You know, it's what's your team's abilities and what are you facing, and they are fully aware of his hitting ability.
So Gunnlaugson with a slight advantage, and making note again, we talked about Jacobs and his hit weight coming in just at 79%, but out hitting Gunnlaugson. Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Halfway. Tight. Line's good.
Halfway tight.
Really tight. Tight. Line's good. Right here.
Broom length.
Line's pretty good. Little bit of room. Line's good right here.
Halfway.
Guys keeping it alive to get the curl here.
Hard, guys.
Hard each.
Gotta close it.
Ryan, finish it.
Hard, Ryan.
DJ,
whoa,
Ryan.
Hard. No, that's good.
Pumping some life into it, and it'll get to the tee line, or to the center line, pardon me.
Pretty nice. Couldn't overcurl on that.
You know, if you overcurl it that high, he comes and bumps. Oh, I know. So if you keep it a little high, it was good there. I was thinking too.
Straight back probably is your best chance.
That's a good shot.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the
4-3, they're playing 9. The Howard Madaw combination.
Well, for Wayne Madaw, he's trying to make a run back double after James did the same thing and rolled both his stones underneath the Wayne Madaws.
Hard.
Kim March, run it back, tap.
Shot.
Oh, and lovely, he's done it again.
This Brier thing is easy to win.
I was just going to say time off. Time off.
Shooting fish in a barrel.
Oh, okay, that was 4. Sorry, boys.
Feels. 2 yellow.
Yeah. It had the momentum.
A little bit like closer to the middle of it.
Boy, would he be having fun if there was a crowd here.
Try to hit it like an inch high, right? Like with the out?
Less than an inch. Like I'm seeing like a 1/4 inch.
Yeah, I got you.
Has to be made.
Yep.
Whoa! Yeah! Hard!
Gunnlaugson his first. Now we just sit back and watch, and he drives it through.
Little wee bit inside-out motion, which is hard to read because it looks tight early, and then it just keeps backing up.
Pair more. It's almost impossible like the blank. Same shot.
Yes. Yeah, because the red's always staying there.
What if he loses the hole? It's for 2. Do we play the high one for 2?
If it's there, I think so.
Key to this shot, Cheryl, I'm assuming, will be to close that off. No direct path to the red stone and a raised double, right?
Yep, just replace it exactly where he had it. It was perfect.
Basically
Same weight.
Line's good.
Little bit of room. Little bit of room.
It's a 6.
Hair tighter will stop that
Line's
one
good.
red raise, the long red
Right
raise.
here, guys. Right here.
Got a curl of hair.
No, line's perfect.
More weight.
Go.
Hard.
Go each.
Whoa.
Keep it going. Whoa. Great sweep.
Good shot, bro.
Almost identical spot.
Good sweep, guys.
Yeah, good weight, man. Maybe blank.
Nose and hope this guy shoots.
Same thing.
I don't. Good shot. I don't
He's
see
still
a blank.
thinking
I mean, if one
blank.
guy can make it,
Unbelievable.
it's hard to get that.
Absolutely.
It is to me.
Right in the beak and
Right on the schnoz.
it's close, bud.
It's right on the nose.
Yeah, it's
like it
close.
is there if it's there.
Millimeter high's okay. Nose is perfect.
Take your time.
Yeah, I just do it as good as I can. Just clear
Right
out
on the
there for
schnoz.
vacation.
That's,
Okay, thanks.
Old term for the nose, for the beak.
Could end up scoring a single here, which
Yeah.
the way things have been going isn't awful either.
Got that this time. Another chance
Get
here.
lucky, get
Run it.
lucky.
Bang, bang. Oh, no.
Good try, Jay. Great try.
That one will come into play at the
try, Jay.
back. So another steal of 1.
Good try, buddy. Really close.
3-0. Northern Ontario.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you in part by OK Tire and BKT Tires. By Home Hardware, here's how. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
It's close. It was, really. Through the first 6 and then back-to-back steals, and here we go. On this Wednesday afternoon, Tim Hortons Brier will go to the 10th now, and Manitoba in trouble, looking like they may lose their first. How do you come back and score something when you haven't been able to generate anything with Last Rock? No one's been able to convert. But here's Northern Ontario up by the 3, and Manitoba against once again
it's
with
barely
the
there.
hammer.
Okay.
Our question in that last end was, they had the 2 corners up, Manitoba, and they didn't use them.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. You have a chance to get your deuce. Now look what happened. I loved the call of the guard for Northern Ontario. I thought that was a great call, but I also didn't see a blank possibility out of that guard. Like it's not in my repertoire of shots.
He wasn't far off.
You
have to be so careful nowadays with the run back ability of all these teams that, they get one locked in a couple, you can't get it out, then you've got to be really careful.
Tight? Yeah, we're pretty good. Weight's good. Straight. Hard line. Really hard line, Connor.
Hard line.
Hard line.
Come on, buddy, go. Never stop.
Once we're by, I think we should stop.
Vic reminded me this the other day. We were in the trials a few years ago against John Morris, 3 down.
Yes.
We somehow got a 4. Crazier things happen.
Yeah, they just kept trying and trying and trying. A 97? Before that.
No, I think you're right. Or 01 maybe.
So 3 points scored, which brings up what may be or what are the lowest scoring games. And interestingly enough, your name is there. Now, these are when we really took note and they started keeping track. So since 1980, there you see the lowest combined scores. So what have we got here? We've got 3-0, and the potential here for maybe to be run out of stones, and we could have a record tying result.
Which is even more unbelievable because back then there wasn't any 5 rock rule.
Yeah, you have it, Casey. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go hard.
Pretty incredible with 5 rock.
Great shot.
Great pair, Matt. Real nice.
It's the way these teams have played. Like, nobody wanted to go. Everybody was really trying to be careful, opening it up. Didn't want to waste the hammer. Wanted to make sure.
Lead. What?
Just one at a time here for Jacobs.
Great shots, bud. Really good. That's straight.
Yeah, they're smiling, liking it.
3-ish.
Heading towards 3 straight wins, possibly. After that so-so start for Northern Ontario.
Yeah.
This is the 3.
Okay, good.
I just can't overemphasize how important this game is for Northern Ontario. Obviously, 3 losses this early. They'll get through, but then you've got 4 tough games on the other side, and they're still looking at Wayne Madaw on this side.
Like it.
Whoa! Not Connor!
Okay.
Probably all
Like,
there. Easy,
and
easy,
Jacobs
easy.
really, they stuck to their plan. They used Ryan. They ticked the first 4 ends. They used Ryan to tick, open it up.
Go. All you got. All you got. All you got.
Just get comfortable.
Both of you. Hard.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Nice. Good shot.
Good shot.
Real
Real nice.
Doesn't curl like we've to the wing.
That spin.
Thanks.
And that's a final 10-5. British Columbia. Jim Cotter out of Vernon goes now to 2-4. Greg Skogie out of Yellowknife. That's a 5th loss, and that eliminates him now 1-5.
Ryan. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Sorry. Oh, I didn't. I thought I flashed. I chickened out.
Yeah, we're
Oh, I was worried when I let it go. Get out of here.
I think that's been the difference. Mark was being out-curled by 8-10% in the first half of the game by Adam Casey, and now he's
similar.
85, advantaged 82. Turned it around.
Line for weight.
Line's good.
Line's real good.
You're gonna run to the ring.
Line's really good.
3-0 is the score. You have to go back to
Don't want to.
1998, and it was.
He's got his cutter set.
Look out.
Sit, baby.
And hanging on.
Oh,
no,
great
not
try,
quite.
Case. Great try.
Since 1980, only 4 teams have been shut out, and that was last was Garth Mitchell,
We went for it
PEI,
that time.
as he lost 8-0 to Dale Duguid.
Really? Wow. Perfect depth too.
Yeah. Oh, it was in the rings for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. Had to take a picture of it just before it stopped.
Just clean. Nice, Brad. Good throw. Good game, guys.
There you go, and the good game, and that's it. So we do have the record tying for low combined score. 3-0 is your final as Northern Ontario runs them out of stones and now improved to 5-2, and that is 3 straight wins for Northern Ontario. And Manitoba lose their first, missing the opportunity to qualify with a 6th win that would put them through to the championship pool. So now we go over to the only game remaining, and that is on sheet A. New Brunswick 4-2, team wild card. That's the Howard-Madaw combination as they play in 10. Timeout has been called by New Brunswick, and they are down, Kathy, 6-3.
They are. Lots of rocks in play, a lot more than Wayne Madaw had wanted. But there is the opportunity. You can see this. The time is really about stopping the clock, not the decision to be made. 2nd and 3rd belong to New Brunswick.
Heavy, it just runs.
Exactly.
Can't roll very far here either.
Cannot.
I'm kind of worried it hits the center line and goes.
Yeah, no, I like the out turn. I think we can hold it.
I like that. Thinking board right there, man.
Yeah, I think that with board or solid board will be good.
Do you not want to take a... I like... Yeah, let's
I
keep
think
it.
that's board, yeah.
Okay, cool.
You got her.
Many different weights you could throw here. You could just throw a heavy draw, but it's tough to get the broom in the right spot.
Board here, you think? Did you like... I didn't really like the in-turn.
What you couldn't see there is a corner guard, and New Brunswick utilizing that corner guard. Those 2 red stones are buried, and so no access was available to Wayne Madaw to make any attempt at a double on his final.
There it is. Yeah, they're totally covered.
Board. Play board.
Clean it.
An outstanding game for James
Clean.
Granton
Yep.
so far.
Yep. Clean.
Clean.
Clean. Yep. Yep.
Clean.
Hard.
Jamie Brandon
Hard. Nice shot.
right to it. And there they are. 1, 2, and 3.
Fantastic 3.
Down by 3. And New Brunswick comes back to tie. We're going to go one more on this Wednesday afternoon. A little bonus play on this Wednesday afternoon. Tim Hortons, Brier. And we go to see New Brunswick against Team Wildcard. That's the Glenn Howard Madaw combination. Number 3 wildcard coming in. And that 3 by New Brunswick in the 10th forces this extra end. And it is wildcard that does have the last rock. They have the Hammer playing the Yellowstone.
Tim March over curled on an out-turn tick, but leaves his own one in a bad spot, but he can now hit his own. It's hard for James Granton to guard it because he's buried over the hog line.
Clean up, Scott. Scott.
Second Brier appearance for Tim March, played with John Epping in 18 when they went 9-4, and then Epping retooled. Yeah, that's a happy-looking team now. Northern Ontario from Sault Ste. Marie after they come through with a 3-0 win, tying the lowest combined score since 1980, and scoring the one, and then picking up the 2 steals before running Manitoba out of stones, and Brad Jacobs 84% overall. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
Cannot be heavy here.
Always down. Mine's getting better.
Andy McCann.
Come on. Yep. Hold. Jamie, too.
Nice shot.
You normally don't go in that early, but where else do you put it? The guard's kind of a 2, so you wanted some separation.
David Mathers.
Yep. Hard.
Fourth
really
Brier
hard.
for him.
Your way, Tim. Your way, Tim. Nice peel.
Can you cheat a little bit here? Or? Yeah.
James
Just
is,
cross it.
That's his code for saying you don't have to guard it perfectly. Maybe you have to guard a little on the inside. If it ever over curls, it's a corner guard, which is probably useless. So keep it on the center line side.
Hope you get a mistake and then you've got a good guard up there.
I think we can clean it for sure. We don't want it too high, right?
It wouldn't.
Really go.
You'd never
really
see
go
Madaw ignore it and go after
No, it's not bad now.
the shot stone, would you?
No, he'll peel.
Okay.
Yeah, gotta go hard. Hurry. Oh, good.
Good.
That's really long.
Awfully long.
Pretty high, Wayner.
What's that? I do too.
Okay. Yeah,
It is high, but getting at that back one's not simple. And if they leave the center, they'll probably go around it and make a better center.
Clean. Just clean. Just clean. Throw, Dave.
Same?
Yeah. See what the guy's pretty sticky here.
So same, but just a little tighter, Russ?
Yeah, I'd go a hair tighter.
Okay.
You don't want a 3 either with an angle, and Team Madaw can make that double and roll away, but probably a good 2 at least.
Can you clean?
Whoa, then whoa, then whoa, whoa.
The last thing Jonathan said in the hack is it's getting a little stickier here, and of course, you know what happens then.
Looks like he
let
added
it
just
stop.
a little extra.
Curl and stop. That's fine.
Pretty good.
I think you can try roll for a center if you make it. Small half.
Yeah, they would love to get that back when it's just because you know if that was the last rock that New Brunswick was going to throw, they're probably taking away to draw path, split and center, and Madaw might have a tough one on the last.
Scott Howard, and we'll get it, and the shooter rolls up and out too.
Very nice.
I think we want to like dead guard it because I really don't want to leave him an angle.
Again, respecting the opponent, you get this on the center line. Scott could make them both go away, roll out, and then it's big time
A
troubles.
little tighter line.
Now you have to be closer to on top of
A little
that.
tighter line.
It felt pretty similar.
Jonathan
Wouldn't mind
Buke, if you're
going now
just
a little bit.
joining us, new to the team as he replaces Paul
make sure it's
Dobson, who
halfway.
could not afford the time away. Buke, having played
you gotta
the
go.
19
Yeah, keep
Brier
going, keep
with
going, you
the
got a good one,
Ontario
keep going.
champion of Scott
Doesn't need
McDonald.
to curl.
McDonald is also here, and he is skipping Nova Scotia.
Good sweep.
Wayne's been at this too long. You chase the back one. James might make a better one. He's got to hit full 4 with a draw shot at this point in time. I think they're fairly comfortable with that.
James is already trying to think of where to go on his last one.
Oh dear. Yeah.
So straight.
That's what I've been giving you.
This pass is pretty sticky.
That's what I've been giving you.
Yeah, I'm throwing probably like an extra 6 feet up this
Sticky,
line.
you said? Like 3 feet?
6 probably.
Ooh. It doesn't look that bad.
Says it's pretty sludgy here.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm not going to get excited. You're going to end up like a what? Really? Now I'm excited. Huh? Okay. Yeah, I'll give you a little less.
You know, that's the other thing too. You know, we talk about the brushers when they brush the pressure. But this relaying of information that they have to provide, the pressure there, you think back to that 17 Brier and Brett Gallant and what he passed on to Brad Goucher before that final stone.
Hard, keep going.
You better be very confident.
Hard.
Awfully long.
See there again, now you've planted that seed. Did that affect the throw?
Well, it was interesting because Jonathan felt like it was 6 feet heavier, and the brushers at the end said 4.
I should have gave it a hair.
Because he goes here.
They chase with a hack. That's super
Just
easy.
tough to believe it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't mind nosing it.
But I'd hate to do this.
That's what I thought. You can chase with hack, eh, boys?
Wayne would rather play a high weight slash or double than draw the pin. Not that he can't make the draw. That's just his makeup.
Well, and if the ice is coming down a little bit.
Yeah, right. So he's going to try hard to hit and stay here in front of the tee line. A lot of teams would just peel it out of there.
Well, because the problem with on New Brunswick's last is they probably split center top 8 foot, and then the draw's tough and the hit's tough. So if you have a chance for this back one now.
And you just miss the right way here. If you wreck, you wreck. Leave it right there. You're in great shape.
Yep. Yep. Go. Really gotta go. Hard, Timmer. Hard, Timmer.
Timmer is Tim March.
Go. Never stop. Carve it, Dave. Carve it.
Got it? Yeah, now Mathers will try to help it over.
Keep going.
Can he get underneath? Oh, goodness. Did he ever?
Not bad, actually.
Too good.
It's not bad, Waiter.
Yeah, something to come around for New Brunswick.
He was trying to stay on the left side so he could ram it in there. Got a hair soft on the release, but tough shot for James now.
Dead right here, but tough.
Well, does he know what to actually throw?
3/4 buried.
What's tougher though, if we knows that, he's got to hit the 4 foot. We got a timeout, eh? We should probably use it.
Yeah.
Guard's long enough, you could probably get out turn to the nose.
I think I can get the inside roll here.
It's basically what's the tougher shot? Like, I think there's 2 options, right? We make this, and he's got to draw the 4 foot. We make this, and he's got to tap it 2 feet. What's tougher shot for him?
Right in that sludge right now, I wouldn't want to be him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm thinking. Make him draw?
Well,
yeah.
It's not ideal
for draw right now. Okay, I'm all right with that.
Yeah, because even if, anyway, if I get an inch roll, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
Sports Center is coming up immediately following our coverage.
I like board just because it's a little flatter now, so.
Yeah, I think it'll sink.
I do too. You've got lots of room by the guard.
That's the other reason Wayne hit it. Remember, it was here. So if Wayne peels the guard, New Brunswick guards it, then Wayne's draw is that much tougher. Now, if the hit and roll's made, it's up here, and Wayne has more space.
Like board?
Yep.
Albeit tricky.
You got it.
I don't know. The come around intern is pretty tempting.
It looks good, but
and then you're playing a tap like Gunner did, and in the 8th inning, he missed it.
But if the draw is hard, if they think the draw would be hard for Madaw, wouldn't it be just as difficult for them to get come around.
Yes.
I think a little easier though, because you're playing the intern, so you're not kind of going through that slide path right away. So it might run a little nicer. I don't mind either. It's kind of more the comfort of what you think. I like the board weight call going through this.
And James has played on so much straight ice. He's crafty. He can make this. He can make this.
Got a special touch, does he?
A little less handle, a little soft release.
Certainly one of the surprise, feel-good stories of this year's Tim Hortons Brier has been James Granton and New Brunswick.
Go all the way, go all the way. Keep going, right to it, right to it, right to it.
Gotta get a piece and push it out, though. And they will. And that shooter now rolls out, just hit stick for the win.
It's too much weight.
Board. It's so scary throwing like light down the path.
Yeah.
Well, I think the petal's gone. Board? Yep. Let's see.
This is the one he wanted. He wanted to throw the hit because of the conditions. Should be winded on the sheet, but it has been very straight here, so just don't overthrow this. Give it to the horses.
Whoa, Dave. Whoa, Dave.
Whoa. For the win in a 6-6 tie as we play here in an extra. Tim March staying with it.
Just clean.
And now called off by Scott Howard, and attaboy. There it is, as the Howard-Madog combination will score the one for the win. Make the final 7-6. And now a 5-1 record. And New Brunswick will drop to 4-3 with 1 game left. So Gunnlaugson loses, and Howard stays right there with him. Jacobs is on the march. 3 straight wins for them, and then Botcher. So if you cut, that's your line right there. At the moment, those 4 teams, Gunnlaugson, Howard, Jacobs, Botcher, would advance. Coming up tonight, Kevin Cooey, he's already through with his 6 straight wins to the championship pool. John Epping at 4-2, trying to avoid that costly 3rd loss. It was very close, very tight. A record-tying lowest combined score, a 3-0 win for Northern Ontario over Manitoba. Till we talk with you again this evening, thanks for joining us. The Tim Hortons Brier is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN. SportsCenter is next.